Hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed, she getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, the soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, stray bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shiver, this a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers will shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving.
A better father, a better husband, and a better fighter.
However, regardless of these clarifications, just
What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the Ill Cartel. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Salutes to you for joining me today. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday night. It's fight night around this piece. Salutes, welcome. What is poppin', people? What's good? Hold on, let me go back here. Cut that off. Bow. All right, excuse my lateness. I was trying to make sure what happened yesterday doesn't happen today. So I was trying some last minute adjustments. And I saw Velez's se va a hacer o no se va a hacer comment. Are we going to do it or we're not going to do it comment? And then I spent like an extra like minute and 45 seconds looking for a middle finger emoji. But YouTube don't have a middle finger emoji. So I just,
Put him in a fucking bedroom.
consider the bathroom. So it takes extra time and shit when you got to look for a middle finger for Velez. You know what I mean? Salutes. All right, shout out Velez first. Shout out Adrian Torres. Salute Shy, everyone in the chat. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Let's see. Boom, salutes Irish. Smash that like. Salutes Irish. I appreciate you. Shout out Zoraida. Salutes to you. Thank you. All right, making it happen. Shout out Velez. Who else is up in here? Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Right? If you sat through the intro, we've already entertained you. Least you could do is hit that button. Alright. Alright, shout out Patrick on the check-in. Wagwan! Alright. That ain't dead. I don't believe you. Using my husband's phone. Why are you using her husband's phone? What's going on, man? Stay out that man's phone, man. What the fuck is you doing? Toxic shit today. What's going on? You sleepy? You tired? Huh? Paso bebe. Huh? Sigue bebiendo. Stella ni Stella. My bottle of Stella Rose Black. Look. Zorella got her bottle. She's ready. Alright. Y'all better jump in right now. Vite. But you know what Tere don't realize now? She has 0 power under Patrick's name. No wrench. How's Tere feeling? Sleepy. She needs a nap after last night's bottle of wine. Huh? The family want to FaceTime, so I was using my husband's phone. Creeping. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way in. I agree. No, she ain't got no shield over there, man. She can't send nobody to the fucking bathroom, man. Again, salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all being here with me. She said I got password and access to everything. The problem is you probably don't even need it. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99.999% sure you don't even need it. Most women that don't need it go looking for that shit. Yeah? But miss me with the imposter shit, man. I can't, Look, Vite, let me get off this phone. I need power. You got no power over there. Vite, now you got to turn over the power of having his passwords and access to his YouTube handle. Now you got to hand him his power back and go get the power that you got. You know what I'm saying? You're wrench. Tóxica. Man, coño, man. Bow, Vite. Switcheroo. She put the quick switcheroo. We got to watch her. Hay que velarla. Okay? Hay que velarla, okay? I'm fucking around. All right, y'all. We made it. We here. It's going to be an easy night for me. I'm going to cover 2 things away from enjoying the fights. I'm going to cover Pac's, what we missed of that video last night of Pac's trial, or what's leading to Pac's trial. Then we are going to cover the Prichard Cologne story. I want to go through that story. I want to see what happened. I want to see what the ref had to say. I want to see what the fighter had to say. All of the above. And then I just want to honor his name with a little, salutes to him. And I just want to, I think it's important that people getting involved in boxing understand the dangers of it and the things that can go wrong. And then after that, puro putazos. I'm watching the fight. I'm looking to see Islam. I don't know. I think he's tying or breaking Anderson's record of 17 consecutive wins. And I want to watch that. Have a good time. All right. Smoke them if you got them. Drink them if you got them. If you're sober, here's a hug from me to you. And if you're out there getting that money on the road, safe travels. Get that paper.
Millions.
Traveling to and fro. Safe travels. No toxica. It's called trust in a solid marriage. Well, in not so solid marriages, it's called toxica. And it's only soft. It's not solid on one side of the marriage. Boom. Oh, shit. They're doubling up. Night 2, wine 2. All right. Well, Velez, what you sipping on, man? Well, you went and got you some Stella, too? Patrick drink tonight? What's Patrick drinking on? He not watching fights? He don't fuck with the fights? What the fuck is this fighting, man? Viste eso. Ustedes se tranquilizan. Es mejor que relax. All right, you're a little too hyped up today. Right? Boom. All right, so let's go back to the video we was at last night. We was just talking about how dumb this guy is. Keefy D. Oh, and I'm switching the aesthetic tonight, but I'm doing it differently. To make sure. Now, tonight, if we get the shit that happened last night where the voice and the audio is not in sync, it's not because I'm changing the aesthetic of the show. I thought that's what it was. We're about to find out because I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm doing it a different way. So, yeah. Hold on, I'm looking. Huh. Oh, I see it. I see it. Boom, boom. Done deal. We are switched up to ill crimes. Right? We are switched up to ill crimes. I could turn off the sub goal because that ain't got nothing to do with this video. And we're going to go up here. I'm going to switch this one out. That ain't it. We're going to go right there. Cut that one out. Bow. Beat that. Alright, boom. I'm going to go here. Alright, sorry I had to do it like this, but, you know, she's giving me a hard time. Boom. Alright. We gravy, baby. Where's the sub go here? Cut that out. Cut me in and cut it out. Cam only. Boom. Small screen. Full screen. We're good. YouTube hates you. Doesn't wants me to progress. Yeah, I was trying to make my cousin understand that today. He was like, "Hey, motherfucker, you sure you doing enough work?" Papa, I'm fucking dying here. What the fuck are you talking about? All right. So boom. Let's go back to where we were last night and at least finish that.
Whose alleged confessions were basically...
All right, we're going to see. And again, if it does it tonight, then that wasn't the problem and it was something else. Real talk. All right. Let's get it. What was this mumbling motherfucker talking about? Damn. Hold on. All right, now we're ready. But that still ain't answering my question, bro. What you sipping on, man? You like asking questions around here. Run around like a fucking fed, don't want to answer. Shy, how was the funeral? Again, my condolences. Yeah, I wasn't there. My grandmother couldn't bear it, so she didn't go. They were together 80 years, so that'll do it. And but my sibling said it went off without a hitch, so I'm happy about that. Salutes. All right, let's get this dork over here. Boom. Let's get it.
Just storytelling. We're just performing.
A prisoner, guilty of battery by prisoner. We, the jury, in the above entitled case, find the defendant, Dwayne.
Irish, who you got in tonight's fight? You watching the fights tonight? All right, the fights are already on. I got them popping over there, and paying attention so we don't miss the main event. So last night we got to where this guy caught another case in jail. All right, not only is he dumb enough to talk himself into jail once, he's dumb enough to talk himself into another case while he's in jail. This was I think a stabbing of another inmate. Y'all get y'all Stella on. Let's get it.
Davis as follows. Count 2, challenge to fight, guilty of challenge to fight. Dated this 9th day, April 2025, signed by Rodney Medina, foreperson. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is this your verdict is read? So say you one, so say you all?
Yes.
Yes. All right, thank you. By the way, I think that's significant because if Keefe D were to take the stand in his murder trial, sometimes a prior conviction could be used against you. Okay, just a separate thought. Now, I will tell you, in a strategic move ahead of trial, Keefe D told the judge he wants her, not the jury, to decide his sentence if he's convicted. It's a gamble. And his lawyers, by the way, have also reportedly tried to subpoena Sean Diddy.
I didn't know you could do that. Ask the judge to judge on the case rather than have a jury do it. That guy sounds like he's dumber than a bag of fucking bricks, boy. Shout out Adrian. What network the fight's on? Paramount Plus? No. Maybe somebody in the Discord will give you their Paramount Plus sign in if you ain't got one. You know, in the Discord on the main channel. Right now it's Mansour Abdul Malik. I just saw Chidi and Jaquani fight, and who else? Oh, and I just watched Edson Barbosa retire. We'll talk about that when we get into the head kick segment of the show, because shout out to Edson Barbosa. He never went and got himself a title, but that guy has some fucking crazy fights in the UFC. You know, we used to make fun of him as the only Brazilian that didn't know any Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But he throw a spinning heel kick that'll break your fucking face, that's for sure. Shout out Edson Barbosa. He retired tonight. I don't even know if he won. I just looked up and he had his gloves off and was crying and shit. That's delusional. Now, here's the thing. It sounds delusional, but if it's granted, well, you know what? It is delusional. Even if it is granted, you're asking somebody, you had a chance at a couple of people not thinking you're a piece of shit, but instead, now you stuck with the piece of shit route. And if the judge sees you a piece of shit, then you're in deep trouble. So you're right. I take it back. You're right. I was going to say it's not delusional if they grant it, because it sounds like he said, oh, it's a big chance to take. But I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that was... I guess you could put in a motion to forego a jury trial and make it a bench trial. That shit sounds crazy. That lady tired of hearing your ass mumble. That's it. You know what? Put him in a jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast,
Did you see
jail.
boy's knee?
Slow, jail.
Whose knee? Who got fucked up? Nah, I missed it. I must have missed it.
Combs to testify, but the jury to decide his sentence if he's convicted. It's a gamble. And his lawyers, by the way, have also reportedly tried to subpoena Sean Diddy Combs to testify. Not to confirm the allegation, but to deny it. All in an attempt to prove that Keefe D is a storyteller whose alleged confessions were basically just storytelling, were just performances.
Mr. Davis, my understanding is that Mr. Santos made you aware that you have the right to have the jury sentenced.
He's so fucking delusional, he probably thinks the judge is in love with him. You know? By law, that would be illegal, but you never know. In America, the world is a stage. I don't know. I think you can make a motion to make it a bench trial. You're losing your right to a jury of your peers, I'm sure. I mean, you know, it's basically the crux of it. But, well, he look at her. He thinks she got a soft spot for him. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? What password you talking about, Velez?
If they come back.
Password to the Paramount Plus, man.
On a first-degree murder
He's
verdict.
a fucking idiot.
And you have decided to waive that right. Is that correct?
That's fine.
Okay. So what that means is when I am talking to the jurors, I'm not going to tell them what the potential penalties are for first-degree murder. Additionally, I'm not going to ask them if they can abide by those penalties and come up with a sentencing agreement or sentencing decision. And then at the end of the day, if that is the verdict, it would be me sentencing you on that as well as the enhancement.
Wait, what? Let's do this again.
Campbell. And his lawyers, by the way, have also reportedly tried to subpoena Sean Diddy Combs to testify, not to confirm the allegation, but to deny it, all in an attempt to prove that Keefe D is a storyteller whose alleged confessions were basically just storytelling, were just performances.
Mr. Davis, my understanding is that Mr. Sampt has made you aware that you have the right to have the jury sentence you if they come back on a first-degree murder verdict, and you have decided to waive that right. Is that correct?
Yeah, see, we get to waive some shit.
So what that means is
we get to waive some shit over here. So he don't want the jury to sentence him. That sounds crazy. Shout out to that. I didn't know you could do that here. On this trial, a jury has to make a call guilty or not guilty. Right, they're talking sentencing.
Back on a first-degree murder verdict.
Whose alleged confessions were basically just storytelling, were just performances.
Mr. Davis, my understanding is that Mr. Sampt has made you aware that you have the right to have the jury sentence you if they come back on a first-degree murder verdict, and you have decided to waive that right. Is that correct?
That's fine.
Okay, so what that means is when I am talking to the jurors, I'm not going to tell them what the potential penalties are for first-degree murder. Additionally, I'm not going to ask them if they can abide by those penalties and come up with a sentencing agreement or sentencing decision. And then at the end of the day, if that is the verdict, it would be me sentencing you on that as well as the enhancement. Is that your understanding of everything that would happen given this waiver? So in general, the defense would have, the jury would be able to sentence you on the first-degree murder portion. That carries either 20 years to life, or 20 to 50 years, 20 to life, or life without the possibility of parole. In any case, if there's an enhancement, and in this case there are two enhancements, there's both the gang enhancement as well as the deadly weapon enhancement, that is left up to the judge. In this case, if it's a first-degree murder, that has to be an equal and consecutive 20 to life sentence or life without the possibility. Well, 20 to...
AKA? You're fucked.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
Hold on, man. Now this time he has indeed been summoned. Shout out Pete Never, our head of marketing. Salutes to Pete Never for the $4.99 super chat. I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let him know that he's been summoned, man. All right. He said, "Hey, man, where's the hashtag king, man?" I'm gonna let him know. I'm just gonna put one word: summoned. All right. Shout out JP. Laws are crazy in America to Ireland. Life is only 15 years here. Shit. Life is live. The upper room. All the way till you get to the upper room. He's fucked though. She throwing all kind of numbers around and what's the word she just was saying?
50 cents. 20 if it's a first-degree
enhancements, boy. The enhancements out the ass.
Or life without the possibility. Well, 20 to 50 sentence, 20 to life, or life without the possibility.
Shout out Pete Never. He's been summoned.
So that would be up to the judge sentencing, no matter what the jury found.
And here we are, nearly 30 years after Tupac Shakur was gunned down on the Las Vegas Strip, the first criminal trial in one of the most famous unsolved murders in American history. It is happening. Prosecutors are not alleging.
Shout out Velez for the $9.99 super chat. Chingate una, me la chingo, me la bebo. ¿Cuál es? Salutes. Boom. Chingate una. Salutes. Bow. No, that didn't work. Or did it? Nah, man, don't even let me comment on your shit, though. I think I did. Shout out Velez. I'll be serving that up.
That Dwayne Keefe D. Davis pulled the trigger, but they are arguing that under Nevada law, they don't have to. They will try to prove that he was the shot caller, that he was the one who orchestrated.
So that's how easy it is for them. They don't have to prove that he pulled the trigger. They just have to prove that he made a call, or that he had some kind of, you know, he masterminded it.
Keefe D. Davis pulled the trigger, but they are arguing that under Nevada law,
Drink it first and later? Fuck it.
they don't have to. They will work in history. It is happening. Prosecutors are not alleging that Dwayne Keefe D. Davis pulled the trigger, but they are arguing that under Nevada law, they don't have to. They will try to prove that he was the shot caller, that he was the one who orchestrated this attack, that he supplied the weapon. Now, Keefe D. has pleaded not guilty. He is innocent unless proven guilty. But if he is convicted, he faces life in prison without parole. And we're going to be covering this every second. We're going to be following every moment of this trial, streaming the entire trial on our Law and Crimes Trials channel. So stay with us there. And we plan to do daily recaps.
Hold on, when's the trial? What do you say?
Has pleaded not.
All right, we got our last blackjack. Then we're moving on to the new stuff, the Captain Morgan pina coladas and shit. Okay? Puro party. Tere came in here with 2 phones y ya la perdimos. Lost. Let's get it.
Guilty. He is innocent unless proven guilty. But if he is convicted, he faces life in prison without parole. And we're going to be covering this every second. We're going to be following every moment of this trial, streaming the entire trial on our Law and Crimes Trials channel. So stay with us there. And we plan to do daily recaps on Sidebar as well. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, please.
So when does that start? Fuck! Rest in peace, Chucky Chingon. What was the last shit y'all heard? Shit, long time ago, right? I was saying, shout out Tere. Indeed, you came with the extra like. Now, I'm sure Patrick ain't using his phone. Go on, take it, press play on our video, and put that shit, lay that shit over to the side somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, we'll get an extra spin out that motherfucker. Rest in peace, Chucky Chingon. Shy, where's your Stella? No Stella for me. Blackjacks, man. Stella is for you soft tenderfoots out there. You know? Shout out Adrian. Alright. You were pretty well behaved for somebody that knocked down a whole fucking Stella. We'll see how you and Zoraida do tonight. Right? Shout out to our APB on Shannon. But Shannon's the only one with an excuse. Salutes. Jameson, we don't believe you. Need more people.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Boom. All that smut muted. Not smut. You say you brought an extra like. I said that's good. The smut part, I didn't even remember saying anything. I just said get the extra. The phone is on. There you go. Get that extra spin out there, out that motherfucker, man. No smut at all. Oh, there was smut though. The smut was, I did have some smut. I thought we lost you. I said, damn, Teddy came in here with 2 phones, but I think y'all heard me say that shit. I don't know. You're confusing me now. Okay, we're moving on. Let's see when this trial date is. I wonder how long this trial is gonna take. Starting Monday. Okay, starting Monday. So we'll be around Monday to make sure we cover that shit. Rest in peace, Chucky Chingon, indeed. I take offense to that tenderfoot comment. You know I drink. I don't know how you drink Stella, though. Salute. I appreciate you. Let's see. You got a bottle of Stella. She got a bottle of Stella. We'll see. We'll see how this goes, man. Yeah, it's just wine, right? Yeah, no wine for me. We moving on. Man. Shout out. No, I read it. I got it. Offense. Shout out 298 on the check-in. Gold coin for the 10 jewels. Salute 298. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you for being here. Shout out to 298 for the other 10 jewels. And the other 10 jewels. I'm watching somebody get punched. Oh, he just took a shot directly to the back of the head. Shout out 298 for the 10 jewels. Drop a jewel on him. All right, grand entrance. Zoraida says she can hang a good one. Stella pa prenderle el Ferrari. Gotta get the vroom vroom going. Shout out 298. How the hell you just push the button on that thing? I don't even see it here. Hopefully it's not a malfunction and shit and his phone's in his pocket. Just ping, ping, ping. Be like, hey man, what the fuck is this? Shout out Luis Garcia on the check-in. Salute 298. So the trial starts Monday, so we'll start covering it on Monday. I just needed to get that little last piece of bullshit to add to the original video, and then we'll go from there. We'll start covering that. We'll put that on the agenda. We're still not done with this whole David Celeste Rivas situation. All right? That whole ugly mess is still, still out there. And it just gets darker and darker, and it just, ugh. I want to break something. Oh, dude got the shit choked out of him. Malik. Yeah, see, Zoraida had time to build that resistance, Tere. Zoraida got a little pushback. Alright. Salute 298. Zoraida got a little pushback. Like, if Stella come talking crazy, Zoraida could flinch that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. You get there. You'll get there. You'll be alright. Oh, I hear Chloe. I hear the cowbell I had to put around her neck to be able to find her. All right. Shout out Robert on the check-in. Salutes. What about the Clancy trial? I don't know nothing about it. That is so many things. But what is it? Shout out Pete Never for the 200 jewels. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Shout out Karen on the check-in. Robert on the check-in. Again, we just covered a little bit of our preview of the murder trial of Tupac Shakur. And that'll start Monday, and we'll be covering that. Now we're going to move on to the Prichard Cologne story. I'm going to have to change the aesthetic again, but hopefully we're not going to... The stream ain't gonna crap out like it did last night. All right. Did 298 ever jump in the chat? Indeed, he did. Okay, salute 298. He's in the chat. It is confirmed. All right, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, sir. Shout out Karen. The David case is sickening. Yeah, man. That motherfucker, man. They need to do some real bad shit to him. Like the punishment should resemble, the rest of that shit. Shout out Pete for the 250 jewels. Laughing disco. Oh, it's a disco ball. Fire. See? Be lit by the end of this shit. Lindsay Clancy's She's killed. She's accused of killing her 3 children and unaliving. Oh, she took her own life? What? No, she got charges. But now it's all looking like the father did it, but police never looked into him. Wait, so she took her own life. So everything was done. It looked like it was over, but now they're saying that the father did it? Wow. Coño, man. We definitely need to have that in the Ill Crimes channel on Discord, so that just type the name in there or something. So that we get back to that, because that sounds crazy. but I don't doubt it. This happened recently, Tere. Shout out Adrian. Too many freaking commercials and shit.
Too much information
Here?
and shit.
I got commercials on low. Still gonna get some, but low. Shout out Pete Never for the 800 Turn It Up gifts. Or Jules, salutes, appreciate you. Haven't heard about that case. Sounds interesting, indeed. Indeed. Let me see how many fights are left before the co-main and main event. We got Mackenzie Dern versus Jillian Robertson in the co-main event for the women's strawweight title, so that should be fun. There's only one fight between here and then, so we're gonna start covering this this next head kick story now. Can you imagine if he had it on high? How many is it? Is it a lot? I don't see them here. You know where I see the ads? I see the side ads in the comments. Like it pop up over the comments and shit. But oh, you know what? But I'll be pausing it here too. The trial is going on. It's more she was going through postpartum, seeking help, and everyone failed her. But she's no longer living. Who's on trial? She is or he is? Give me a report of how many ads on the live stream. The difference between me and everybody else's content though is that I let y'all talk to me about the ads. The motherfuckers ain't trying to hear that shit. I had one nurse tell me and the wife that she hallucinated. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. It's all kind of hormonal, emotional shit going on. You know? All right, we back at it. Here we go. It's going on now. Supposedly, and tried to commit. Okay. But all the evidence is looking like the husband. But he's not on trial. So she is on trial. She is alive. Okay. To be honest, I like covering trials when they're over anyway, because I got everything at that point. All the information and shit.
Too much information and shit.
No shoots today? No shots today? Not yet. Hasn't happened yet. Salutes. This is a terrible case. She was over-medicated and jumped out of the window after murdering the children and has been paralyzed ever since. God damn. God damn.
Coño, man.
It's rough. Eso está heavy. Eso está heavy. Alright, let's do what we was doing. We're gonna do this right here. A couple 2-3 do thises. Boom. Alright. This ain't the right one. Fuck. Son of a bitch. How do I do this? Let me try this. No, that's too crazy. This ain't the right one. Son of a bitch. Let me try to get the other one. This one. I think it's this one. No, is it? No. Damn, is it not that one? It's this one. No, it's neither one of these. Hold on. Oh, it's this one. Bow, that's the one right there, Popeyes. That's the one. Alright, that's the one. Let me see. Let me take this. on. I'm trying to change this quickly before we move on. All right, where was I? I was here. All right, we good. Let me move the chat up. There we go. There we go. All right. Fuck around and find out. Boom. Okay, let's get it. Now we need this one. Bow. All right. Boom. We good. Don't know the chat bow. We gravy. And then we need the smoke screen. Alright, and we gotta bring it down here. Boom. Alright, we good now. Got it. Took a lot. Coño, man. We good now. Alright, I can still get my screen gotta be above it though. Boom. Right there. Wow. No joke, every woman that has it experienced it different, but the stories are always wild. Yeah, that's brain chemistry and genetics and situation and just a lot of shit. He got a $1.7 million GoFundMe. The children's life insurance sold the house and now remarried with a kid. Wow. If the evidence is likely pointing to him, do you think, as far as you've seen, that she'll be acquitted of this crime? And she's been in jail all this time? It's just crazy. It sounds like the Cancelbero story, that rapper. That the woman said that he smoked her husband and then he jumped out the window when in reality she had him and her husband smoked. Where's Nicola with the information? No Nicola today. We're going to leave him his stealing for another day. I'm about to take his job. The evidence really doesn't show it was her. She had them thoughts, but she was told she did it and accepted it. She don't remember, so now everything's so questionable. Coño, man. So we might be putting smut on his name. Somebody needed to do an investigation, and that be the problem, that these motherfuckers that are supposed to be investigating, these referees that are supposed to be refereeing, all of this shit, people ain't doing their fucking job. Politicians supposed to be doing good for the people. Now nobody's doing their shit. Cashed out on his family. Now he's suing the doctors that didn't help her. Wow. Yeah, we gotta look into that. He's trying to cash in on every way possible. Sick fuck indeed. And nothing good gonna happen to his new family, because the motherfucker that's willing to do that is willing to do it again. Yeah, but technically she wasn't dead. Technically she's alive. They got somebody to put on trial. Good call with the cowbell. Oh yeah, I wish it was my fucking idea. She had the bell the whole time. Motherfucker was just on stealth mode. Now she do the shaking shit and you can hear the cowbell. Before, when I was looking for her, she was stiff as a board, silent. She was like, what's dude's name from Guardians of the Galaxy, man? Bautista's character. Where he said he stands still enough to be invisible, that was her. He hired a lawyer since the media's on his ass. Well, he better be prepared. Especially if she's acquitted. Especially. All right, let's get it, man. I'm going to play this short little doc right here. I want you guys to have the backstory on Prichard Colon. And we'll go from there. I wanna hear what a couple of people got to say. I never really dug deep into it. I remember when it went down. I remember seeing his improvements, seeing Prichard's improvements, and wishing the best for him. And it didn't work out that way. So, that's what I thought. Exactly, Shad. That's the first thing I thought. That new family better be careful indeed. My opinion is that she was supposed to survive. God, if he masterminded that, let me mangle her, but make sure she's alive to take the heat. That's crazy. Because he couldn't have guaranteed memory loss. No, Chloe be on some other shit, man. I fell asleep on the couch last night. She scared the shit out of me and woke me up. Evidently, she was snooping around, walking on my shit, walking on my tables and shit. No, she running the house when I'm not looking. She won't fuck with me, though. I try to play with her with the toys. She just be like, listen, you're lucky I'm breathing the same air with you right now. Who wouldn't get a divorce if their 3 children had been murdered? Get a divorce? Yeah, that's a normal thing, right? Yeah, get a divorce. But if the evidence is pointing to him, then it was a master plan. Yeah, not supposed to survive. Let's get it. It's fight night.
On October 17th, 2015, a 23-year-old boxer walked into the ring with a perfect record. On October 17th, 2015, a 23-year-old boxer walked into the ring with a perfect record. 16 wins, 13 knockouts, 0 losses. He was considered one of boxing's brightest young prospects. But 9 rounds later, Prichard Colon would leave that ring, and his life would never be the same again. What happened that night? Was it one punch? Was it the accumulation of everything he took throughout the fight? And could something have been done to prevent what happened next? This is the story of Prichard Colon. Before the tragedy, Prichard Colon wasn't known as the boxer who suffered one of the most devastating injuries in modern boxing. He was known as Dig It, a talented Puerto Rican prospect with an exciting style, serious power, and a future that seemed almost limitless. Colon had already built an impressive amateur career before turning professional, and once he entered the professional ranks, he began destroying opponents at a frightening pace. By September 2015, he had won his first 16 professional fights, with 13 of those victories coming by knockout. His latest victory had come just over a month before the fight that changed his life. A 4th-round knockout of former world champion Vivian Harris. At just 23 years old, Colon was undefeated, confident, powerful, and climbing the rankings. Then came Terrell Williams. On October 17th, 2015, the 2 unbeaten fighters stepped inside the Eagle Bank Arena in Fairfax, Virginia. Colon was 16-0. Williams was also unbeaten, and neither fighter knew that this would become much more than just another boxing match, because over the next 9 rounds, something was happening inside that ring that would ultimately change Prichard Colon's life forever. Round 1. From the opening bell, Prichard Colon immediately made his presence felt. He was fast, aggressive, and constantly looking to put Terrell Williams under pressure. Colon was controlling the pace early, forcing Williams to react rather than dictate. But with around 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining in the round, the first controversial moment came. Williams ducked underneath one of Colon's crosses and came back with a counter of his own. But instead of landing cleanly on Colon's target area, the punch caught him around the back of the ear, head, and just moments later, Williams appeared to repeat the same pattern. He fainted.
Listen. There's differences, you know. If the glove hits you behind the ear here, this is not considered the back of the head. The glove can still touch the ear. There's a strip, a mohawk strip down the back of your head, down your neck, okay? That is considered the back of the head. It's like a 2-inch strip, right? This first shot that they're showing me is not an egregious back of the head shot. You're fighting. People are moving. Same thing in mixed martial arts. You're trying to land the shot, right? Referee is there to protect you. All right? Referee's there to protect you from fouls. That one, not so bad. Now, when you keep going throughout the night and you're landing flush, it's somebody's job to handle that. But everything behind the ear is not considered back of the head. All of this is not considered back of the head. You know? It's just that strip, that mohawk strip down the back. That was a legal shot for sure. You see what I mean though? You know, his glove still touched the ear, whatever, but it's up here, it's up here. This the shit to knock you out. The chin, the temple, you know. Now they get more egregious as the fight goes. Yes, rabbit punches, but those are those little ones in the back of the head. Shout out Ish on the check-in. Salutes. Prichard took multiple hits on the back of the head that fight. I mean, multiple is not even the right word.
With the jab, and as Colon dipped down, Williams fired another punch toward the back of his head. This time it missed. Colon then stepped outside. For a brief moment, Williams covered up.
Boom. Shout out Pete Never for the 30 joules with the clutch. Helmets? Relax. I'd argue they'd take more damage with helmets because it'll be harder to knock you out. Somebody just got knocked out in the UFC. Co-main event's coming up.
Seemingly expecting Colon to respond with a shot of his own.
Look at that. He's worried about Prichard punching him in the back of his shit. Now, if Prichard would have punched him right there, that is considered a rabbit punch. Okay? Again, it's boxing. You're going to dip. You're going to move. It's on you to play the rules. Play by them. And, you know, there comes a point where the shit gets egregious. It's the spot where the spinal cord connects to the brain. Indeed. Maybe popped a blood vessel. You had something already on the way. Just hit at the fight. I would take that argument if he didn't take so many shots to the back of the head and we ain't even gotten through them all yet. That was crazy. He missed. But he aimed at him there. He had already dipped, got out the way. When he made the turn and put his hand up, he was already behind him. And he still threw the punch. He missed, but he still threw the punch. Shout out Pete Never for the 100, for the 2 joules. 100 for the 2 joules. So I appreciate you, sir. Shout out Pete Never for the 2 joules. Salutes.
And with just 9 seconds remaining, Williams landed yet another shot to the back of the head.
Come on.
4 separate moments in the opening round had now raised the same concern.
Now, I get it. He dipped over. That was a moving target right there. It's boxing. Here's the thing. Whether it's intentional or not, the ref needs to be paying fucking attention. If they're happening over movement, fine. But you need to be paying fucking attention. And not just paying attention and letting it slide. Referees don't want to be controversial. They don't want to have people throw booze at them. Your job is to protect fighters.
And this was only the beginning. Round 2. Round 2 continued with Colon trying to take control of the fight. At one point, the two fighters entered a clinch, and Colon managed to drive Williams backward toward the ropes. But once again, Williams landed a punch toward the back
Come
of
on,
Colon's head.
you swinging from the back of his head. Fuck are you doing? Shout out Zoraida for the 2 joules. Appreciate you for the 100. I've been watching the live streaming for days. In my opinion, she's guilty and won't be disputed in court. We'll see. I gotta look into that story. He aimed right at the back of his head. Yeah, And now you sitting back here, now you throwing rabbit punches. Those are rabbit punches.
This time, Colon immediately protested. He turned toward the referee, clearly signaling that the punch had landed illegally.
Shout out Zorada for the 2 jewels. Appreciate you.
By ducking low, taking some of the impact away. Then
listen, they're looping punches, man. He don't have no reason to change his technique. Shout out Zorada for the 2 jewels, for the star. He don't have no reason to change his technique. He's throwing these looping punches that are wrapping around Prichard's head. Prichard's ducking. In order for him to have to change his style, the ref gotta say something. Shout out Adrian Torres for the 10 jewels. Shout out Zorada for the 10 jewels. I appreciate y'all. Jeweling it up. All right. We diamond studded around here. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Shout out Zorada for the 10 jewels. Appreciate you. He don't got no reason to change his technique if the referee's not telling him nothing. He's just going to keep throwing them looping punches that miss him, go around and hit him in the back of the head. It's the ref's job. If something is going wrong and the behavior has to change, the ref has to say something. Am I wrong? We're going to tell the fighter, oh, you got to play by the rules? He didn't tell me I was breaking the rules. That's his fucking job. All right. Shout out Velez for the 2 jewels for the 100. Salutes. Shout out Pete Never.
Way through that final minute, another shot came toward the back of Colon's head.
Come on, man. You standing behind them already, bro. You standing behind them already. If you're trying to land that on his chin, you bring that over his shoulder and you turn that over. You're not doing that. But this ref is fucking trash. And he ain't giving this fighter no reason to change his behavior. Maybe the ref had money on Williams. Maybe. Maybe the ref is pussy and just don't like having an answer for decisions. Supposedly he kept telling Prichard to take care of it himself, basically to fight him back, just get him off of him. Like, no, bitch, that's your job. Could have had money on the fight, or he could just be useless, up the middle motherfucker. Ref messed up this one. He should have stopped that and told him something already. Something. Take a point. Do something. Make him change his behavior. Because he's not discouraging him from hitting him in the back of the head.
At this point, this was no longer an isolated moment from the impact away. Then midway, Colon had already been hit in the back of the head multiple times, had complained about it, and yet the pattern was continuing into the second round. And there were still 7 more rounds to come. Then came round 3. Colon fired across, but the punch came up short. Williams immediately countered. But instead of finding Colon's face or body...
Come on, man. 298, there's no, yeah, he overcommitted right there. But he still ain't overcommitting trying to get punched in the back of the fucking head. Shout out Pete Never for the 250 jewels. What is that, another disco ball? For the laughing disco ball. Shout out Adrian for the 2 jewels. I appreciate y'all. I hear you. But it's not rather compelling. Now, would you agree that it was partly on Williams too? As a fighter, they know those blows are dangerous? Yes. 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 I do. But I'll tell you what else. It's not his job. It's to catch himself, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. It's not his job. Colon ain't got that hand up, but He not cracking them with shots, real shots. He cracking them with these fucking back of the head shots. Now, more so to it, too. Now, I think he should have started punching dude in the back of the head. You know what I mean? Cut him with an elbow or something. Make him respect you. If the ref ain't gonna do it, right?
Counter landed toward the bouncer.
Come on, that was crazy
but
right
instead
there.
Of finding...
Shout out Pete, trying to get Shy fired up. What, in a good way, in a bad way? What you mean, cutting me off? Hey, man, cut me off with all the bread you want to cut me off with. Am I not fired up enough? I want to fuck this referee up. One or two of those hits. Te lo paso. Yeah, one or two. This has been the whole fight. He's been doing this. And the ref hasn't changed his behavior. Fuck it. The ref just let that shit go.
But the punch came up short. Williams immediately countered. But instead of finding Colon's face or body,
come on, man,
the counter landed toward the back.
That's egregious as fuck right there.
Of Colon's head.
Come on, man. There's no amount of right hand up that's going to stop that shit.
Happened again.
For sure, he's throwing crazy shots, but they're all the same shots. As a boxer, you can't allow Higa to keep hitting you in the same dumb shit and not adjust. Yeah, the only way he could adjust here is to play dirty. I mean, he hit him with behind the head shots from every arm after different combinations. It's just, it's up to the ref at that point. It's up for you to stop the fight. You to stop the fight. Knock him out or fucking elbow him in the shit. I wonder what Cologne's corner was telling him during the round breaks. That is an interesting conversation, I bet, wouldn't it? We probably have to watch that uncut fight soon. That referee should have been fired that night, indeed. Big fan. Big fan of John Jones? Salute. But he not fighting, man. Your boy retired. He kicked rocks. Fuck, only round 4, he already landed like 10 of those on the back of his shot. The whole shit, bro, the whole fight. Then what, round 5 now?
As the round progressed, Colon continued fighting.
And now he's not throwing just that, not hitting him with just the hand. He's hitting him in the back of the head with the forearm, with all of that shit.
Increasingly having to deal with shots coming from behind him and during exchanges where his head was turned or lowered. Early in the final minute, Colon once again pointed toward the back of his head, clearly signaling his complaint to the referee.
Yeah, but did he hit him again there, or is he just feeling it?
Exchanges where his head was turned or lowered. Early in the final minute, Colon once again pointed toward the back of his...
Hey, what was that? He didn't touch him right there. I think Colon is not there, bro. Did I miss something? Cologne is complaining to the ref, but dude did not touch him in the back of the head, or did I miss something?
His head. Early in the final minute, Colon once again pointed toward the back of his head, clearly signaling him.
Am I crazy? I think he was fucked up by this point, bro. I think he was fucked up by this point.
Pointed toward the...
He didn't touch him. Nah, Cologne's just fucked up, bro. He just don't feel good at this point. Just keep rolling his head. Yo, some of you guys, man. Fuck it, right? It's dude's fault. Get punched in the fucking back of his head. What's the defense? Make a video. Show me the defense of how to avoid back of the head punches. Because sometimes you don't necessarily need back of the head punches to end up like he did. Jerry McClellan, a lot of people ended up fucked up, you know, by just punches. But I don't understand. You talking about he kept rolling. Fuck you want him to do, bro? He's in a fight. The other dude is wrapping around his head. Every other boxer knows, hey, you missed that punch. Don't follow through and hit him in the back of his fucking head. But show me the defense. Nah, see, yeah, didn't touch him. Maybe it was already affected him. I think it was, because he didn't touch him. I think he hit him in the stomach, and he felt that shit in the back of his head, because he's definitely already bleeding. John Jones GOAT, but Khabib in another world. But Jones don't want to fight either. Co-main event is walking out. Jillian's walking out. I just don't get it. I don't get what you expect from dude. My expectation is from the ref. Floyd in his prime wouldn't be able to guard these shots. And I believe a lot of the damage is already done, man. He's fucked up. He's not thinking straight, probably. He's probably on autopilot at this point. By this time, he was probably starting to feel the symptoms. I believe so. Get under that shit or not in range. Maybe after the first 298, maybe he didn't have the faculties like that. You know, he's still trying to box and fight. He's still trying to fight. But I just saw him right now complain about the back of his head after he got punched in the stomach. So, who knows when the damage happened. Let it play to see where his other hand is. Yeah, no, he didn't, we slow motioned it. He didn't touch him. He complained about the head before he touched his head. He didn't even touch his head after that. All right, hold on. Let me get this back on time. No, regular time. There we go. You can see his right hand is about waist high. Yeah. You got to dodge, duck, dive, bob, weave in that order. The ref was tweaking, though. And the fighter knew no way it was an accident. Yeah, the ref is supposed to be the life vest. To me, there is no defense for what dude's doing. To me, the defense for that is elbow him in his fucking eye or punch him in his balls and remind him he's in a fight. But who knows where Prichard's head, no fucking pun intended, was at by that point in, you know, taking those shots. He's probably on autopilot right here. It's all, to me, it's all ref and the dude throwing the punches, man. Stop it, 298. Hey, man, 298, I must remind you, a mixed martial artist with no professional boxing fight uppercutted him. Missed me with the yeah, but he won the fight and that's all he got. No. I'm answering what you just said. He would have never touched Floyd. He had a better opportunity to touch fucking Floyd than Conor did. And guess what? Conor touched him. Exactly. Defense for that was to fight dirtier by that point. Exactly. Especially when the ref ain't hearing you. Again, Prichard's head might not have been in that space where that was an option. Like, he's fighting. He's probably in autopilot. Who knows? We're asking him to do a lot of thinking when he's getting fouled and the ref ain't helping him. Hold on, I turned off the audio and shit. You talking about a great in MMA, brother. No professional boxing record, bro. This guy got a professional boxing record, is my point. What are we talking about? His body was on a fight or flight mode already, meaning sympathetic nervous system's automatic psychological response to a perceived threat. He's scrapping.
After another punch to
He's doing what he does, you know?
been knocked down by a shot to the back of Williams threw a hook.
Boy, you reaching like a motherfucker, man. Reach. Jack Reacher. Alright? You done turned this into a whole nother argument now. Alright? Gotta relax. Facts are facts, man. He wasn't a professional boxer.
Colon ducked underneath it and stepped to the outside. And for a split second, Colon had the perfect opportunity to answer back. But he didn't. Instead, he pulled his own punch.
He didn't. He should have. Right there. Whack! Like wrestling. What they call it in wrestling? You got to give him a receipt. I've seen Brock Lesnar fuck up a couple of guys like that. Throw some hard shit at him. You know? You're reaching, bro. You're reaching. He wasn't a professional boxer. You saying this dude wouldn't have touched him. You talking about the guy with the brain bleed should be, you know, pulling the right defense. Right defense was to give that motherfucker a hammer fist to his spinal cerebrum right there. That was the fucking... Do you think Khabib is the best shot? No. I believe Islam will surpass him. Again, man, there was a lot of padding on these records. And I believe Khabib is a great, but I don't believe he is the best. I think Islam could be it. You got to keep it moving. I don't know. I like how Khabib did it, but, you know.
Opportunity to answer back.
And I'm reaching. What? I just said you're reaching. Now you're saying, and I'm reaching. But what did I say that made you say, and I'm reaching, and I'm reaching? What? What? Because you think Khabib is the best? I don't think Khabib fought the people. That's an easy something to look up. Just look up the records, man. I don't think Khabib fought the people that Islam fought. Khabib ain't switch weights either. That I recall. I'm just saying. But you're reaching with the McGregor shit. Anderson Silva in his prime had the moves. I don't know about McGregor. I missed his whole career. Yeah, I don't even think you know. Oh, again, I'm not going to have that argument. That's not even what we're talking about. Velez mentioned Floyd couldn't find a defense for the type of shit that Williams is doing to Colon. And I said, motherfucking... And then 298 said he would never touch Floyd. And I said, I disagree. He's a professional boxer. A non-professional boxer uppercutted the shit out of Floyd. He touched him. That's it. That's what the conversation was. Then 298 came with the disclaimers. Oh, but he's a great MMA fighter. Okay. And he had hands at the time. Okay. So what? What does that have to do with what we're talking about? FJM, you didn't miss much. There was a little stretch that was fucking great entertainment. Then it just became posturing.
But he didn't. Instead, he pulled his own punch. He had every opportunity to retain.
Now, right there, Williams would have thrown this punch. William would have thrown that punch. And that's why he's defending himself. That's why he just covered the back of his head. Because he would. Mackenzie Dern and Jillian about to start fighting. And then right after this is the main event. I think we're going to pause right here since we've already gone way off track. I'm going to get back to this. Let's see if this fight has any entertainment value. Chat's going to be everywhere like last night. We're all over the place. All right? I got to explain how it all went down and shit. So it's like a bad joke. Khabib did too much dick sniffing to be the greatest. Listen, man, if you can't get up, that's your problem. Same thing with Rampage. Same thing with these guys that say, don't give me somebody that's going to wrestle me. Get the fuck up. Or you can't be considered the greatest either. Khabib, I'm not a fan, but he would smother those guys, so I respect him. Exactly. You got to know how to get the fuck up. Got to. All right. Hold on. They're striking. I'm going to let that go for a while. Let's finish this up.
And for a split second, Colon had the
Look, he's blocking the back of his head because he thinks Colon's going to take the shot. He would have.
perfect opportunity to answer back, but he didn't. Instead, he pulled his own punch. He had every opportunity to retaliate in the same way, but he chose not to. And moments later, Williams landed another shot toward the back of Colon's head. By round 7, the pattern had continued for several rounds. Another punch landed toward the back of Colon's head.
Boom!
And this time
What the fuck, man? How much to take a point, bro? How much to disqualify a fucking fighter? How much to fire a ref? How the fuck you want to defend that? Especially you've been hit with 30 of them already.
For several rounds.
Who's defending
Another
that? This
punch
is
landed
brilliant.
toward the back of Colon's head.
Boom,
And
look at that, bro. You already hurt him with the fucking right hand. He's keeled over. Where do you want his body to disappear to? I don't understand it. What the fuck are you doing all the way over here, you fat fuck?
Continued for several rounds. Williams for
Jesus Christ, in the 7th round? Uh-oh, they're grappling. Jillian don't want to be on the bottom with Mackenzie. This shit might be over. This shit might be done, so. She tried to armbar Mackenzie. Wait, Mackenzie? No, Mackenzie trying to punch her in the face. Up kicks from Jillian. Now she's in, Mackenzie's on top in a half guard. It's like in a 3/4 position. Where did the ref get his credentials? Coño, man. Why did he keep him? I hope he lost his fucking job. It's kind of ridiculous, man. Not kind of. And how you gonna defend against that? The motherfucker landed the right hand. It hurt Prichard. Prichard went down, and dude came behind him and punched him in the back of the head. Last I checked, he don't got, eyes in the back of the head or arms to defend himself with. Like, I don't understand what's expected. Do I agree that he should have fucking made dude respect him at some point? Yes, the ref wasn't doing it. Shout out P Never. That's why you the GOAT, Sean. Why? Because I'm going to call it up the middle. Get the fuck off the ground. If you think motherfucker can't be the great, if you got to get your ass off the ground, man. I don't want to hear your crying. It's mixed martial arts, man. Get off the fucking ground. He just held me there. Your fucking problem. Mackenzie's on her back trying to flatten her out. She's a little high on her back because Mackenzie got her top of her head all the way on the ground. She got one hook in. She's working for the other one. Mackenzie got both hooks in. She about to flatten her. Flatten her and punch. Oh, old girl turned around on her, but Mackenzie got the body triangle and threw in the naked choke. It's a wrap, son. I will holla. That's it. She adjusted. It's a wrap. Girl, tap. She gave it a thumbs up and went. What happened? The ring bell rang? Wow. Saved by the bell. Holy shit. Very ridiculous. Not kind of, indeed. Should have started throwing elbows, something. No, I want to find out what happened to the ref's career.
The illegal punch. But even again, a punch landed.
Williams just hit him with a forearm, an elbow, all kind of shit. They back on the ground again over here in this fight. Mackenzie on top. Jillian got butterflies in. Mackenzie stood up. She's trying to punch her.
Toward the back of Colon's head.
Another one.
This aggressively. And once again,
look at that forearm, elbow.
Williams came forward
boom,
aggressively.
Boom, boom.
And once again, a punch landed toward the back of round. Williams landed another hard right hand that sent Colon down for the second time in the round.
What the fuck, though? He hurt him with the fucking punch, and then he punched him in the back of the head, bro. What can you do with that? What stylistic change can you make?
This time, Colon struggled to recover. The bell rang, and Williams landed another hard right hand that sent Colon down.
What the fuck was it with that second shot, man?
For the second time.
Back in another rear naked choke off to the side the same way that last one was on. She just, old girl's on top now. She's blowing her arms out trying to hold that. Yeah, tell Velez to go get that premium. The ref was bought. You think so, Adrian? He's definitely a shitty motherfucking ref, that's for sure.
The dressing room, meaningless. Because what happened next was far more important. The dressing room. Colon walked back to the dressing room under his own power. From the outside, it might have looked like the fight was finally over. But within moments, something was clearly wrong. Colon became dizzy. Then he began vomiting. And eventually he collapsed. Emergency medical technicians rushed to him and transported him to Inova Fairfax Hospital, doctors discovered that Colon was suffering from a brain bleed. He underwent emergency surgery to relieve pressure inside his skull. And just like that, a 23-year-old undefeated prospect who had walked into the arena expecting to continue building his boxing career was fighting for his life. The aftermath. Colon survived the surgery, but he did not simply wake up and return to normal life. He spent 221 days in a coma, and when he eventually emerged, the brain injury had left him with devastating permanent disabilities. The boxer who had once moved around the ring with speed and confidence now required constant care. His family became his world. His mother and father dedicated themselves to caring for him, rehabilitation, and giving him whatever quality of life they could. And for more than a decade, Prichard Colon lived with the consequences of what happened inside that ring on October 17, 2015. His boxing career was over. His life had been permanently changed. But his story didn't end there. Because nearly 11 years later, on August 13, 2026, Prichard Colon died at the age of 33. His family confirmed his death, bringing an end to an 11-year battle that began with one boxing match. And that leaves us with the question that has surrounded this tragedy from the very beginning. What exactly happened to Prichard Colon that night? Was it the repeated blows to the back of his head? Was it the accumulation of damage throughout the fight? Could earlier medical intervention have changed the outcome? And how much responsibility belongs to the fighter, the referee, the medical team, and the system surrounding the bout? To understand that, we have to go back inside.
The entire system fucking failed. The entire system failed. They going into round 3, y'all. The entire system failed. All right? And I can't put none of the blame on fucking Prichard Colon, bro. I never thought that that was an angle that I was going to hear tonight. 298 delivered, all right? You know? Who knows after the first one? Maybe a regular punch rocked him. Anything. Who knows where his head was? To expect him to defend against what dude was doing, the only defense for that was to fucking elbow dude in his shit, man. You know? That was his defense. Let's see what's up with this ref. Yeah, rest in peace, Prichard Colon. Salutes to his family. This is Deontay Wilder talking about Prichard, but I have a response to this too, and I'm just gonna keep it thorough. Let's get it.
Concern is well, I always have concern for all fighters. You know, I'm a big advocate for fighters because, like I always say, we get done wrong. This is not a sport. A sport is something you play. You don't play this. And we risk our lives for you guys' entertainment. And I speak that forever, you know, but when you have a relationship with a man, you know, when you love a man, you know, when you build a friendship with another man, although he's thousands of miles away from where I am, you know, when you see things like that, man, you want to come to the aid. You know, I wanted to come to the aid, but they wouldn't let me, and I understood because he needed space. But you know, my heart goes out to him, and I hope he's doing okay. He could be able to go back to his family because this is a tough business that we're in. That's why I tell people you gotta respect all fighters. You know, people always go about worrying about records and all this, he lost or he's a bum and all that. Well, you get your bum ass in there then. And let's see who's the bum, really.
298, I want to see 298 defend against some fucking rabbit punches for 10 rounds. Fuck Conor McGregor, fuck Floyd Mayweather. You know, it is what it is.
Don't play this. You can't play this. So we demand respect at all times. Every fighter that step in the ring, I don't care what the record is. I don't care who they are or where they come from. It demands respect, because if not, then you see things like that happen. And then oh, that's a good, yeah, it's a great knockout. It's devastating, making history and stuff like that. But how much that man gonna suffer? He may be all right now, a little bit, but what about the next day? What about 2 weeks from now? What about a month from now? Maybe years from now? And we seeing what happened. Look at Cologne.
Talking about
Prichard
Cologne.
Richard Cologne. That's Prichard Cologne.
Yep.
You're correct. This man ain't have no kids. They don't understand, man. Y'all don't fucking understand what we go through, man. And I don't even know him like that. But I always be an advocate for us, because this man would never know what it feel like to be somebody's father. And that's some of the precious thing in the world, to be somebody's father. But he'll never be nobody's father, man. This man will never have a natural childhood ability of living again, because he got in the ring to support his family. But now, his family got to take care of him for the rest of his life. He probably would have the breadwinner of his family. And now they seeking for help and shit like that. I can say so much about it. That's why you can't play this. This is serious.
Oh, I agree, Adrian Torres. He said, interesting on his perspective regarding not considering boxing a sport. It's a sport. It's not a game. Basketball is a game. Golf is a game, you know. I don't think boxing is a game, or MMA is a game. Who's this guy talking? Former heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder. Ain't no defending that shot for sure. But you the one that told me he needed to do something to change something and roll out the way, or he was rolling too much. You said there was a defense. I'm saying, shit, the putazos that he took in the back of the head, that was a lot, man. Hey, man, Jillian held her own on the ground, huh? Here's my problem with Deontay Wilder. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. He's saying this here. I want to believe he's genuine. Right? I want to believe he's genuine. I believe he's he's an easily impressed type of motherfucker. You could convince him of something, right? Or he could convince himself of some shit. I've seen it. And I want this to be genuine. But isn't this the same motherfucker that said he wanted to catch a body in the ring? Or am I wrong? Yeah? Shout out Velez. Yeah, football is borderline there with not being a game. Yeah, it's not a game. That's a gang fight. You know? Picture 298. Yo, I don't know if he's trolling me or what. Yeah, that's a car crash. Fucking football shit. But ain't this the guy that say he want to catch a body in the cage? Did Deontay Wilder say he wanted to kill someone in the ring? Yes. So it's like, bro, miss me with the fucking sad feelings for Prichard, because I remember the first time I heard him say that stupid shit, you know, I was like, what? You want to catch a body in there? Why? He made controversial comments in May 2019 ahead of his fight against Dominic Brazil, stating that boxing is the only sport where you can kill a man and get paid for it at the same time, and adding, I'm still trying to get me a body on my record. Not that crying motherfucker that was sitting over there crying about Prichard Cologne. That crime motherfucker needs to be the real dude. I don't want to hear no bullshit about you want to smoke somebody in the ring. Get you a belt. Get your belts back. Shut the fuck up about all that smoking somebody in the ring shit. I want your tears to be genuine when I listen to you talk on Prichard Cologne. I don't want to have to doubt them. And the reason I have to doubt them is because you said you still ain't got a body on your record and that's something you desire. That shit sounds stupid. I just wanted to get that out the way. Shout out Raven. Salutes to Raven. I saw you check in earlier. I was in the middle of something. Salutes. Tony. Raven. Ivy. Salutes. You got a point there, Shy. Which one? Fucking, this guy wants a body? Bien huele bicho. This girl escaped more rear naked chokes than a motherfucker, huh? Zoraida, I hope he did. I saw he stepped away to fill my glass. Realized the bottle was leaking, so I had to clean the freezer. Nah, the bottle broke. All your liquor fell out in the freezer. No, mommy's wait. Fucking Stella. Stella. It's a Brando joke. Liquid gold loss. He's Chud the boxer. Oh shit, wanted to catch a body? Goddamn. Shy, people change in time. What do you mean, Teddy? Like Deontay regrets all the stupid shit he said and that was the real him at the press conference? Possible. Shout out Raven, salutes. You do know this Higger used to say he wanted to catch a... See, you're not even paying attention. And you're coming in here and you're trolling me, motherfucker. Alright? Not even paying attention. I said, this is what we're talking about at this very moment. Ain't this the motherfucker said he want to catch a body? Now, when was this presser? This was 3 years ago. Okay, he might have been a changed man by then. But yes, I brought up the same point. Okay? Está perdido, güey. Let's see. I'm looking for something on the referee. Shout out Adrian. Shy Marlon Brando reference. I like it. Salute. Had to drop that one in there. Stella. No, the top wasn't tight enough, so it was leaking, but it's dark wine. Had to clean the freezer. But listen, was there alcohol abuse? Did you lose your whole bottle? I don't want you to lose your whole bottle. Yo, fuck these athletic commissions, man. For what? He said trolling, yeah, because you might have walked away the last time we said you was trolling me. Because you came in, I don't know if you're listening, I don't know if you're walking away or what, but you came in, you said, oh, ain't no defending that. Am I alone here? Can somebody tell him that he might be missing something? You said ain't no defending that shot, for sure. Because I said ain't no defending that shot. But I'm responding to you saying that he should have defended that shot. Right? So I called that trolling. But I think you keep stepping away, then you keep coming back, and you don't know what the fuck is going on here, right? I think that's what's happening. Shout out Raven. It says a Virginia regulatory investigation later reviewed Cooper, Joe Cooper, the referee, and the other officials involved. The investigation found no violation that warranted disciplinary action against Cooper. That's bullshit. He should have lost his job. And he should have been investigated for all kind of shit. Still, the way Cooper handled the repeated shots to the back of Cologne's head remained one of the most criticized aspects of the fight. Now let's see what Williams had to say. See, these are all the interviews I find for him are right after the fight. And I don't want to watch those because he didn't even know what happened to him at that point. He didn't even know what happened to Prichard at that point. I mean, did he make that comment before or after the Prichard situation? Yeah, I got to look into that. I don't remember. No, I didn't lose my whole body. Okay, there you go. They're going to round 5. Yeah. Thank you, Adrian. Got out the corner of my eye. He did make that comment. Let's see. When did he make the comment? He made the comment in 2019. When was Prichard's fight? $2019. Nope, it was after. It was after. Prichard's last fight was in 2015. Deontay said that shit in 2019. That's bullshit. That man should have lost his job forever, indeed. There you go. Thank you. Said did, though. Why is it asking a question? Vamos a ver. Let's get it. Shout out Tere for the article from the Hindustan Times. Joe Cooper's the referee. Yeah. We just talked about the investigation. Did Prichard Cologne's parents sue Terrell Williams and referee Joe Cooper? Here's who were named in the $50 million lawsuit. This article is from August. It was updated August 14th. I don't know when it's originally from. Prichard Cologne's parents sued his ringside doctor and fight promoters. This must be translated, I guess. Yeah, I guess. And fight promoters after his injury, seeking $50 million. Joe Cooper and Terrell Williams were not named in the lawsuit. The injuries sustained by Puerto Rican boxer Prichard Cologne left him in a vegetative state for the rest of his life. Following the 2015 Terrell Williams fight in Virginia, the parents of Prichard Cologne filed a lawsuit in 2017 seeking $50 million in damages towards massive costs of treatment. As the 33-year-old boxer passed away on August 13th, Thursday, the lawsuit became a point of interest. At the time it came, the lawsuit was being touted as a potentially path-breaking move in combat sports-related injuries and how accountability is determined when things go awry. But more than 9 years on, the lawsuit remains unresolved with no settlement documented. Was Terrell Williams sued for the rabbit punch on Prichard Cologne's head? Was referee Joe Cooper sued for not calling a foul against Williams for several rounds, despite Cologne complaining? All of these have regained interest as Prichard Cologne succumbed to the injury-related complications 11 years after the fateful night at the Eagle Bank Arena in Fairfax. Who were named in Prichard's lawsuit? His parents, Richard and Nieves Cologne, filed the lawsuit at the Superior Court in District of Columbia on May 3rd, 2017. The lawsuit accused the ringside doctor, Dr. Ashby, and his medical practice of negligence. The promoters of the fight, Headbangers Promotions and DeBella Entertainment, were also named. Dr. Ashby was targeted because after Cologne was knocked down in the 7th round, he was visibly holding the back of his head. He went to Ashby, who examined him. According to the broadcast, Ashby told commentator Kenny Rice that Cologne was dizzy and experiencing pain in the back of his head, but believed he could continue. Ashby had agreed that he could continue. Importantly, the $50 million lawsuit in 2017 did not name Cooper as a defendant. There was, however, an official investigation into Cooper, Dr. Ashby, and Terrell Williams. Why were Cooper Williams investigated? The devastating incident led to the throwing of allegations among different people involving the incident. It prompted the Virginia Department of Professional Occupational Regulation to open an investigation into the incident. Joe Cooper, Richard Ashby, Terrell Williams, David Holland, Virginia's boxing program administrator, were investigated. The report released in March 2016 said there were no regulatory violations warranting disciplinary action against the Virginia licensees. It specifically found that Cooper generally maintained control, consulted with Ashby, and complied with the regulatory requirements concerning Cologne's health. Fuck that. That's wrong. That's wrong. Yeah, Higga, they was fighting shots. Some of them shots Cologne's supposed to... Miss me with the bullshit. Get out the way. If some of them was legal and somebody should have got a DQ for. I know what you're yelling about. Why you mad? Huh? Now that you've made it back to us. Now that you've returned. Huh? Put us on 2 times speed so you get all the context. Right? Yeah, they was fighting, bro. He got hit in the back of the head with a couple of shots. You and I don't fucking know if the first one put him on Queer Street and he ain't thinking about how to defend a shot to the back of the head. And even if he was perfect until the last shot to the back of the head, who's defending that shit, bro? Suck that it has to be settled, that it hasn't been settled yet. It won't be. Who knows? And yes, I agree. Some of them shots Buddy should have got DQ'd for, but I'm not going to blame the guy that, that didn't break the fucking rules. I'm not going to blame that guy. That sounds too much like what was she wearing? All right, Mackenzie got a W. She's in the ring with her daughter. It's main event time. I want to look into what Terrell Williams wrote. He wrote something on Instagram. Seems like he's had a bad time. Seems like he knows he's hated. I don't really find any interviews after. Like, there's interviews right after the fight. But by then, you don't really know what Prichard's health is like or whatever. And I don't know if there's any interviews that are more recent. I can't see. I don't find any. So that was 2015. So that was 11. All right, so this Ellie Sekback video is from 13 years ago, so that ain't it. I would need something in the last 11 years, and I don't see nothing. But I do see something that I found on Instagram. In a second. Motherfucker get hit by a car. Motherfucker be like, he was crossing the street. So I'm blaming him. I'm not simply saying what I'm observing. I don't know, man. We'd have to go back to the beginning of how this whole conversation started. Where it was his fault for rolling. You say he keeps rolling. You also said, he got to make the adjustment. You got to put his hands up. That's not blaming him, bro. You arguing with me, you arguing with yourself. That's not blaming him? The fuck? Okay, you're observing. All right? I'm observing maybe I'm too busy observing the motherfucker that's cheating. And the motherfucker that's enabling him. Maybe I'm too busy looking at them. I don't think Prichard Cologne knew he was going to die that night. And, I think if he did, he would have got up and walked out of the ring. Or not die, but end up in the state that he ended up in. Is my point. All right? Maybe you got to look at how you type things and see if that reads like an observation or if it reads like blame. I never blamed that man. I pretty much said he could have done better defensively. 2 illegal shots. He could have defended against illegal shots better. Is that not what boxing is? Nah, no, mom. No, boxing is not illegal shots, bro. It's not. Crossing the street is not getting hit by a car, and then you tell me, hey, man, what the fuck? He could have had better defense when this guy, and I don't even know if you were, and honestly, I don't know if you were walking in or walking out on the show, but we were watching dude catch him with a clean right hand on the face, clean shot, right? And that sends the body a certain way. And then dude firing on the back of his head from there. I don't know if you were seeing that, but I don't know how we defend that. I don't know how you could have had better defense for that. I would love to learn. Make a video about that shit. Adjusting, moving, rolling, dipping range. But again, you also said the rolling was getting him punched in the head. You say he kept dipping and rolling. And it's like, man, bro, you're not supposed to be getting punched in the fucking head, bro. Somebody's supposed to stop that shit. The motherfucker that's doing it or the motherfucker that's watching. The ref. I don't know what to tell you. All right, here we have a comment. Something written on the internet. I can only attest to it as far as it's on the internet. It's on Khabib's channel. I believe this is Khabib channel, Khabib time. I don't know. Maybe it's bullshit channel. Prichard Cologne's opponent apologizes. Right? I don't know which one it is. Is it this side? Oh, the Cologne. Hold on. Which one is it? Is it this shit over here? See, that's why I can't be believing motherfuckers, man. Or is it this one here? All right, let me read this. I know a lot of, this is from Terrell Williams, the guy that was throwing all them bullshit punches. I know a lot of people hate me. I know that for years I've been blamed, insulted, and held responsible for everything that happened to Prichard. I think it's on you and the ref. That's something I've had to live with every single day. That was me saying that, by the way. I've had to live with it every single day, but I was an athlete too. I stepped into that ring to compete, not to destroy anyone's life. There were rules, there was a referee, and there were people whose responsibility it was to stop the fight if they believed something was wrong. And I believe all of those people failed, including you, throwing them punches. I wasn't the only person making decisions that night. No, it was a whole bunch of y'all making shitty decisions that night. Whole bunch. That doesn't mean I don't feel pain. Of course I do. I'm human. Watching a fight that was supposed to be another night in boxing changes. Watching a fight that was supposed to be another night in boxing changed Prichard's life, his family's life, and my own forever. Is something I will never forget. Now that Prichard is passed, I don't want to argue or defend myself. I just want to say that I'm deeply sorry for his death. He was only 23 that night. He had dreams, a career, and a whole life ahead of him. To the people who have hated me all these years, I may never be able to change your minds. I understand that. But I ask you to remember that I was a boxer doing my job under the rules. You were breaking the rules and the ref was letting you. With the referee in the ring. Prichard was never my enemy. He was my opponent that night. Today, all I can do is wish him peace and send my deepest condolences to his family. I'm sorry for everything that happened. All right. And then this over here says, Cologne family. From the deepest part of my heart, I want to ask you for forgiveness. I feel an immense sorrow and regret that words cannot express. Prichard was a young man full of dreams, talent, and joy, and an entire life ahead of him, and I will never forget that. Our lives were changed forever that night. I know that no message can give back the years they lost or the ease suffering they have endured, or ease the suffering they've endured for so long. And I also do not expect words to erase what happened or the pain that Prichard and all of you had to endure. I only want to ask for forgiveness with all the sincerity of my soul. and tell you that I feel deeply sorry for everything that happened and for the suffering that Prichard and all of you had to endure. To Richard Nieves, Natalie, the entire family, I want you to know that my heart is with you and that I deeply regret the loss of Prichard. I hope that one day you can find a little peace and comfort, and that all the beautiful memories of Prichard, his smile, his dreams, and the person he will always remain alive in your hearts. May God welcome him into his glory, and may he rest in peace. I am truly sorry from the bottom of my heart. With respect and sorrow, Terrence Williams via TT Monica Vicas, whoever the fuck that is. I don't know if he's still fighting. I don't know. All I know is Prichard Cologne's fight is over. My fight for justice is not over. As far as there's a lot of people out there pointing at these people not doing their fucking jobs and costing people their lives, bro. And I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep shining light on shit like that, man. In the fight game, I'm going to shine the light on these piece of shit cartel motherfuckers. I'm just going to shine the light, bro. It is what it is. That kid's life could have been totally different. What bothers me is that all that happened to him and nothing in boxing changed. That should have been an opportunity and a moment to change things and to make sure that that never happened to anyone else. Again, it's happened to Gerald McClellan. It happened to, I believe his name was Amegamov. It happened to, or I can't pronounce his name, or I can't remember it. You know, Dooku Kim died in the ring. So, Emil Griffith, the Emil Griffith fight. You know, even Sugar Ray Robinson. Even Sugar Ray Robinson, if y'all don't know it, maybe we could cover it one day. Sugar Ray Robinson had a dream that he had killed his opponent in the ring. He woke up, told his manager, told the athletic commission that he thought he shouldn't fight. They assured him that it was just a dream, that he'd be fine. They brought a priest out or whatever. And they convinced him to go on with the fight. And the man died the same way that he died in Sugar Ray Robinson's dream. That, you know, that this fucking guy threw me off with his cynical question. Alright? They convinced him to fight and everything happened exactly the way he saw it in his dream. Like, what kind of change? Like, motherfucking referees get fucking fired. The same way judges that have been doing horrible judging for 20 years because they got a fucking government seat that goes from person to person that they hand it to. And they should be fucking fired too. Checks and balances, Higa. You don't think that there could have been a change? What kind of change you want? Bigger gloves? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the type of change where a referee can't get away with what just happened. Where a fighter gets banned. The same shit that happened to Louis Resto and motherfucking Panama Lewis should happen to Joe Cooper and Terrell Williams after that fight. You know what I'm saying? There should be no reason. They should have got banned. That shit wasn't regular. That wasn't regular. A couple regular fouls. Shy, any plans on having a meet and greet? One day with your moderators, members only? Quite possible. Quite possible. There you go. All right. It's fight time. It's police officers that no matter what they do, they never lose their jobs. Exactly. If boxing is supposed to be, when a boxer or an MMA fighter or a fighter in general passes away, I usually hashtag my life your entertainment. That's not a game, bro. That's not to be treated like anything else. Oh, we could just get past it. Nah. Also, get rid of the fucking weight cutting. Enough with the weight cutting. Fight at your weight. Shout out Raven. In Vegas, I've been saying it. Facts. Fight capital of the world. I just wanted to shine a light on Prichard Cologne. I wanted to shine a light on the flaw that changed his life. You know? I love boxing. I love mixed martial arts. I love fighters. I want them to continue to fight, but I don't want them to die like that. I don't want them to live like that. You know? So, rest in peace, Prichard Cologne. And condolences to his family. That too. That too. And the team got to do better protecting their fighter. That too. They should have told him, go elbow that fucker across his eye. Or walked in the ring. Ended that shit. All right. We got through what we were going to get through right in time for the main event. I'm ready. I'm ready. I might go headphones. He's over there kissing his wife. This guy. He's over there with his kid. His kid is a huge Islam Makhachev fan. Ian's kid. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Boom. Let's get it. Y'all watching? We probably got a delay. I don't know. Ian Machado Gary did all his hugs and kisses. He's getting his ref check. He's going in the cage. For those that don't know, he has a bouncy striking style. A lot of movement. He has good striking. He has good jiu-jitsu. And very long, rangy fighter. Ian Machado Gary is in the cage. Let's get it. Bring Islam out. Let's do this. I knew going on later. Usually we go on at 7 o'clock. That was way too early. 8:30 was perfect. Got me right where I needed to be. Man, I don't know what the fuck. Oh, and I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? End that shit. Your fighter talking about he dizzy. That shit should be over at that point. Finish the fight in court and contest the loss. I would like to see the interactions in the corner. Maybe that's a fight we have to watch like in its entirety. I would like to see what was said in the corner. But again, yeah, they could have ended that fight. I'm sure they regret it. But again, man, we keep making excuses for the rule breakers and shit. I get it. Motherfuckers need to pay attention. But coño, man, The ref's job, that's a motherfucker get paid for that shit. He ain't do it. Those shots was egregious as fuck. All right, Islam on his way out with Khabib. Islam, totally different style of fighter. Has good striking now. Wrestling is fucking outstanding. Fight IQ. Much better fight IQ than Khabib. Look at how he did. He went to war with Dustin Poirier. And he caught a leg. And when we thought that scramble was over, he just pulled that leg, went for his choke. That would be interesting to watch the whole thing. I mean, I don't think we're going to see anything different than we saw, but I would like to see the interactions in the corner. That'll be different. I saw enough. I saw him land clean shots on Prichard, and when Prichard's head turned, him aim at the back of his head. What the fuck are we talking about? Who you got, Shy? I got Islam. Anything can happen. Islam could get knocked the fuck out. He could get outclassed. I don't see that happening. I see him eventually getting around this guy's legs, and once those Dagestanis got you tucked into that cage, I don't know what you got. Like, in the words of my brother Oso, what he say last night? Islam gonna take him down, then what? So we'll see. We'll see. It's very hard to keep a winning streak going the way Islam has. Oh, look at 298. He just flexed on us. Right. Which I did watch the whole fight a couple times years ago. Okay. What'd they say in the corner, huh? They said he was dizzy? Did he tell them he was dizzy? That's the only reason I said I wanted to hear the corner. What was the interaction? Was he telling them about the back of the head shots? Because they should have stopped that shit too. Did he tell them not to? That's a possibility too. Then you got corners that lie to you, like the Diaz corner. They lie to each other. It's the ref's fucking job, bro. I get it. But it's the ref's fucking job. And it wasn't the corner that, at the end, ultimately, everybody failed. But the first line of defense broke. And that was the ref. And that was another fighter that's trying not that Terrell Williams was trying to punch him in the back of his head. That wasn't just hitting a moving target. Nah, I seen. And he knew it. That's why he kept defending the back of his own head. He was waiting for that payback. He was waiting for that receipt. All right, hold on. I think I gotta go headphones, man. Go headphones. Why not? Want to hear the commentary? Who y'all got? Fuck y'all asking me questions for. Adrian Torres. Who you got? Huh? Oh, I don't hear shit. Wait, let me see.
Up, right.
Oh, you can hear it. Hold on. We gotta get y'all the fuck out of there. Can y'all hear it? I can't hear shit. Oh. Now I got it. But can y'all hear it? Y'all ain't supposed to hear it. They all failed. Everybody failed. But again, it wouldn't have had to be in the hands of the corner if the ref would have done his fucking job. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Wait till the 7th round to take a point for some shit that the damage was already probably done by then, bro. Who y'all got? Hold on. Is this what has to happen? Bruce Buffer screaming in fucking Ian's face. Two different human beings all the way around. Him and Islam. He's from Makhachkala, Russia. Makhachkala. Coño, man. Fuck is a Makhachkala? Get your votes in. The poll is in the chat. Ghost Watchers, get your votes in. We don't know who voted. Let's get it. Let's get it. Round one. All right. Measuring in the middle of the ring. Leg kick, inside leg kick from Islam. Inside leg kick by Islam. Ian tries to throw a 1-2 down the pipe. Off the leg kick and misses. A lot of hand touching and measuring. Gotta be careful. Gary's long. Gotta watch them legs. He got way longer legs than Islam. Head kick attempt from Islam. For single leg take, single leg by Islam. Ian tried to sit up, but he lost it. Now he got double legged. And now he got that Dagestani tie down on his legs, man. He got him locked down at this point. And they're in the center of the cage. They're not near the back. Boom, now he's on his back. Islam's on his back trying to drag Gary down. He throws a knee at his head as soon as his hands come up. Ian crawled to the cage with Islam on his back. And that's the thing about these Dagestanis. They will make you carry their weight, man. Right now, Ian is carrying Islam on his back. Islam's just grinding him against the cage. Just driving knees into his thigh. Just weighing on him. That's it. Boom. Swept his leg. Got him back down. He trapped his leg. Lost it. Still on his back. Wrapped around his waist. Trying to drag him down. They are still on. Machado's still on one knee. Islam is wrapped around him. Throwing knees into his leg. Just weighing on him. This that shit that 298 don't like. But guess what? If you're a striker, learn how to get the fuck up. All right, boom. Islam took that left leg from Ian, locked it up. He lost it again. Islam is just chest to his back, head to his head, holding him there. That's it. Weighing on him. Islam switched cage side. Islam switched back. All right, he's back up. He's back to his feet, but Islam's still on his back. Can he break the grip is the question. Islam tried to trip him. He's standing. Boom, back down. Stands up again. He still got Islam hanging on him. Islam should have thrown some head punches in there, but he would have lost his grip. He just wants to Dagestani lock down his legs. Want to lock that shit down. He's just waiting on him. Hold the position. Try to drag him off the cage. Ian Machado Gary pulled back to the cage. Now he's trying to break the hands. He's sliding his elbow in through the hands to break the grip. He's taking knees to the thighs. That ain't on shit. Now he's hand fighting, trying to break the grip. But these guys got that bear grip. Try to elbow him in the hand. Elbows to the forearms. He's moving it around. It made Islam move. Elbows to the forearm made him move. That's crazy. There you go. Islam threw the trip out and instantly locked the far side leg down. That was slick as fuck. I don't know if y'all saw that. He knocked out his left leg from under him and then switched to his right leg and locked it down. It's pretty crazy. Now he's throwing punches. This whole ring is done. Yeah, both of these guys put in work as far as carrying each other. Islam was putting his power into holding him there, and Machado was carrying him. All right, they're telling Ian to start touching him early. Throw punches when he's in front of you. Don't wait. If you wait, he's going to shoot on you. Don't hang out in front of him. He's going to shoot for that single leg. He's very relaxed. Ian is very relaxed. That was a nothing-ass round. Nothing happened but dominance. But that's how these Dagestanis fight. Miss me with the complaints. Learn how to get the fuck up. Round 2. All right, Gary creeping forward more this the beginning of this round than he did before. Threw a head kick at Islam. Throwing like oblique kicks at the knee. A little more aggressive, a little more moving forward from Ian Gary. Islam pushing him back again. Boom. Throwing at him. Ian throwing at Islam. That leg's too close. Islam gonna grab that bitch. Head kick attempt from Ian Gary. Inside leg kick from Islam. Oblique kick from fucking Gary. He's going for that leg. That leg's too close. Woo! Strong uppercut attempt by Islam. With a right hand behind it. Ian standing in front of him with that leg, that lead leg extended. That shit is candy for Islam. What happened? Y'all sitting on one ass cheek? Everybody got quiet? You think the bell saved him? Oh, not saved. Yeah, he just wasn't going to get out that position. It didn't save him from a finish, but it got a monkey off his back. Whoa, overhand left from Islam. Ian's getting closer and closer with his back closer to the change. That oblique kick is crazy. Like it got crazy length to it. They're back in the center of the... Oh, they crashed in the middle, and Islam instantly goes for the tie cup and and knees. He got the grip on the back of his head and just hit him with knees. Ian's trying to throw body shots at him, but Islam throwing knees. Now, Islam got his back to the cage. Ian got underhooks, or got one underhook. And Makhachev trying to throw knees at him. Now they separate. Oh, it's over. Almost. He kicked him right in the face. Islam hurt him. Islam, don't blow your wad. Yeah, he's on Queer Street. He's on Queer Street. Islam threw a head kick on the break. He threw a punch and a head kick on the break and caught Gary. Beautiful judo fucking throw. He got him in a headlock. He got him in a bulldog choke on the bottom. He's going for that arm. Now look, switch this whole position. Nah, man, this is a danger zone for fucking Ian Machado Gary, that's for sure. For sure. Good shit. That was nice, man. On the break, he hit him with a hand. I don't know which hand it was. And then he kicked him in the face. It was like a right hand, and he backed it up. And that was on the break. Good for fucking Islam. Yeah, man, the boy could throw, and he hits hard as a bitch. Them Dagestani boys hit hard. Khabib hit hard too. It's just his striking wasn't as good as Islam. Yeah, he wasn't getting out of that position. The bell got him out. Facts. No bell, he lives there. Listen, I think Islam should have let him up. Islam gave him a chance to recover right here from the concussion. Did 298 say who he got in this fight? I think he said Islam. I think all of y'all said Islam. Shout out Ish. Saw Ish in here earlier. Chloe, what you got going on over there? Boom. Now they're on some north-south shit. And he's on Ian's back. He's throwing elbows in his kidneys. Punches in his kidneys. He got him balled up. More punches to them kidneys and ribs. Islam going for the back mount. Lost it. Now he's real high, but he's holding on to his underhooks. Oh, he kneed him in the head as soon as he put his hands up. You can't get your hand off the mat. You get kneed in the fucking head. Now he reached out and grabbed his knee so he can't do it no more. Good round from the champ. Kicked him right in his fucking head. Who's Chloe going for? Whoever I say, or she got to move out. She's only here for another couple of day or two. And she ain't really fuck with me like that, man. She just allowed me to exist in her presence. Shout out, Ivy. She's allowed me to exist in. That's the best way I can say it. Kick didn't fully connect. Lucky motherfucker. Yeah. That was rough. It still made him dance. It's crazy. They talking Portuguese to the Irishman. That was good work by I would have made him stand up though. He was already moving funny on his feet. He caught him with the toes though. It was enough. Ian Gary throwing head kicks himself. Inside leg kick from Islam. Okay, you cat sit. Yeah, cat sitting for Oso. Thought you adopted her. Sometimes existing in their present is all it is. More than we can ask for. That's it, man. I just exist in her present. I make sure her shit is clean and ready, and that's it. She got everything she need. Her mama called from Africa to make sure she was okay, eating and shit. She's all good. Straight left hand down the pipe from Islam. Mind you, Islam's a southpaw, so they're standing toe to toe. When does Chloe leave? Either tomorrow, not tomorrow, like Monday. Maybe Monday. I told him he don't got to rush to come and get her. But he got to pick up his children anyway. So he might as well come get the cat. I'm sure Suso's misses her already, so. Am I going to miss her, Zoraida? I'm going to miss Chloe, the Il Cartel cat? I'm pretty sure I'm the designated sitter now, though. Head kick attempt from me and Gary. They're in the center of the cage. A lot of measuring. It's wide stance by Ian. They just nice oblique kick attempt from is it with a K or a C? I think it's a C. I don't know. Are you? Yeah, am I gonna miss her? You think I'm gonna miss her? I'm gonna be looking for her the day after she gone and shit. Where you at, girl? Boom, single leg. Islam in on the single leg. High cry. Oh, beautiful trip. Got Gary on his ass. And now he's sandwiching his legs. There you go. Ian Gary got out of that. And now he's on Islam's back, punching Islam in the face. Islam should have thrown another head kick right there on the break. That was good for Ian. They're giving it a lot of credit. Body kicks. Body kick from Ian. They're trying to see if Ian can gas Islam. Oh, nice body shot from Islam. Straight gut shot. Yeah, all of this measurement, y'all gotta scrap. Get in the center of that cage. Yeah, you are. You're now the designated sitter. She didn't try to kill you. No, she loved me from a distance. Nice head kick. Nice high kick from Ian. He landed it, but it didn't do shit to Islam. Islam fighting with his mouth open. Oh, nice oblique kick from Ian. Did he hit his head on the way down? What, during that takedown? I didn't see it. Shout out Ivy. Odd fact, my name was going to be Chloe if I was a girl. Salutes. Mine was going to be Lisa. Velez se durmió. Tunanay se durmió. Tere, dormida. They're watching the fight. Spinning back fist from Ian Gary. Spinning heel kick from Ian Gary. Rogan, you're late. I said Islam been fighting with his mouth open for a while now. Listen, he's carrying more weight at 170 and he's fighting bigger people. Khabib just told him we have to get this next round. That means Islam's going to have to do work. No, I didn't see it, Zoraida, during the takedown if he hit his head. Oh, I see what you're saying. Did Islam bang his head into the floor? It's possible because Daniel's riding all over that shit right now. Quite possible. Spiked himself. That's happened. Who was it? Matt Hughes won a title like that. We'll talk about that one day, Zoraida. Matt Hughes won a title like that. Imagine he's sitting on top of the cage. He was up there being held up there. He had his legs around somebody's neck. And they were holding him there. And How did that go? Oh, they passed. They passed out. He slammed them. He passed out, and they were both out. And he woke up to win the title and shit. I have to see it to be able to explain it. But Matt Hughes won a title like that. He spiked himself, and when he woke up, he was the champ. Not a good sign for Islam if he's fighting with his mouth open. A lot of work, man. And again, he was the 155 king. Now he's at 170 fighting giants. Yeah, he does need to secure a takedown and do some domination down there, but that's a lot of work. And guess what? Those body shots are gonna add up. Those body shots are gonna add up right there. That's more gas, more fighting with your mouth open. Islam, you gotta grab him though. Standing on the outside with Ian Gary is not it. He's trying to distract them. He's pointing and shit. Oh, nice left hand from Gary land on Islam's chin. Good shit. One-two attempt from Ian. Boom. High crotch, single leg. Let's see if he can get him down. Ian got a trick to get out of his shit, huh? Boom. Back to the gate. Back to the fence. Islam's on his back with no hooks, though. And Gary's telling him what? His toes broken? His toes stuck? Or his toes in the cage? What's he bitching about? Man, the fence is there. Use that shit. Listen, man, he's up. For some reason, I always assumed Islam was like 6'4". It just looked like he's it just looked, and he's 5'10". Yeah, he's 155 champ. Ooh, knee is crazy. Man, Ian is. Ooh, nice body shot to Islam. He's putting money in the bank. Elbows to the ribs. He's putting money in the bank. Not a good look for Islam. Boom. Flipped him over. Flipped Gary over. Secured his back, but hasn't got a hook in. Shout out to the new Twitch follower. A lot of grappling. Islam's trying to get him down. They're still in a stalemate. Nice body shots and face shots from Ian in close. Hitting him hard. And I think Islam is so tired that he doesn't even want to disconnect and defend. He's just trying to tuck his chin. Boom. Drove down. Still nothing. Ian still fighting it. Right back up. This reminds me of some old Dan Henderson shit. Big body shots from Ian. Damn, we're already in the 4th round? I didn't even realize it's the last round already. One more round, y'all. 22 seconds left in the 4th. Big body shots, big face shots in that clinch. I'm gonna have to give that round to Ian. Picked him up like a rag doll. He said he's gonna put a pace on him, kick him in the face. His coach told Ian he got to finish him in this round. It's much more chill, much more relaxed. See, these Dagestanis got to understand that it's a new day. I don't know how these judges are judging control. I don't know how these judges are judging domination when you're taking shots in the clinch like that. He's landing shots in the clinch. Just because you're controlling me against the wall doesn't mean I'm not punching you in the fucking face. I think Ian's going to turn up the volume right here. He's going to try to put a pace on him. Now, will that get Islam closer to a real deep takedown that works for him? Islam looks tired. Body shots. That's that money in the bank right there, Adrian. All right, Daniel's talking about Khabib, and Javi Mendez said that, told Islam, hey man, we don't know what the judges are looking at. You gotta finish this shit. You gotta win this round in the least. And with Ian, his coach told him, you gotta finish him, and then asked him, how do you want to do it? He said, I want to put a pace on him. He said, you want to kick him in the face? He said, yeah. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Yeah, Islam looks like he's had enough. He's tired. Rogan said he should spam the high kick. Yeah, Ian's been moving the whole fight. You think 2-2? That's quite possible, man. Yeah, Islam looked like he's had enough. Well, as far as, as far as gas, not punishment, because he ain't take a lot of punishment. It's just gassing him. Those body shots are tax. And this is Ian's game outside like this. Oh, that wasn't deep enough. Not deep enough. There you go. Back. Listen, that's his technique. Get to this cage and let's fight from here. The crowd not happy with Makhachev. I say this too. Oh, nice. Little hip toss. And now he's on his back. And he got both hooks in. A body. He don't got a body triangle, but he got both hooks in, and he's on Ian's back. Except they're both with their backs to the cage. Islam got his back to the cage. Islam need to be on the other side. I will say this. For as much as people complain, this is not a lay and pray fight. I understand. I know what lay and pray is. These guys have been scrapping. That first round, bullshit. That was lay and pray. That was sitting and waiting. But that's just hanging off each other, trying to tire each other out. But there've been... I'm impressed with Ian Machado Gary's wrestling defense and the way he's been getting up. And the pace he's been pushing. He hasn't stopped. He's been on the move. All right. Islam got a body triangle on him. And he's scooting over, trying to stay on his back. He's gonna try to rear naked choke him. He got the body triangle. He got 1:45 left. Look at the bruises look at the bruises on Islam's ribs from the toes of Ian Machado Gary. That's crazy. Look, them blood clots right there. Yeah, if he rolls over to his left, Gary could put more pressure on Islam's ankle, but he's being held right here. There you go. Throw them punches. Get them points, man. You don't know what these refs are looking at. Listen, he moved up in weight. I expect him to have tough fights up here with these bigger guys. He ain't trying to work from the top. Yeah, you seen them bruises on his arm? On his ribs? Yeah. That body triangle is the clinch, papa. Ahí te queda. Look, he trying, but ain't no turning out of that shit. There it is. I want to hear 298's review on this fight. Man, that motherfuckers was hugging the whole time. He stifled his game. If you can control somebody, you stifle them. That's real. So good try, Ian Machado Gary, but you was on defense the whole fight. And you got knocked down. You had some good looks. Islam got a little tired, but a little later than I thought he did. I didn't realize we were already in the fourth round. You got to give the props to Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, man. All this shit happening with Islam is father's plan. Machado roughed him up. You think so? I mean, yeah, for a certain amount of time. Aside from those moments, it was complete control by Islam, no? Close but no cigar, Mr. Ian Machado Gary. If it should have been Hasbullah. If it was Hasbullah, I would have put my money on Hasbullah against both of them fools. He got 2 belts for. He got his 55 belt out there. Oh, comparing faces? Yeah. He took some shots. But he didn't get knocked down. He got tired. Islam's giving him his prop for being a great fighter and a good man. I respect him. He gave me a hard time, but I still prove it in every fight. Joe asked Islam if he believed this the most difficult fight of his career. I think he said something. I don't know what he said. I didn't hear the answer. Did he really win, though? Yeah, I mean, he stifled dude's game for more than he didn't. Does that make sense? The only time Gary was successful when he was able to get his game off. He was only able to get his game off when he wasn't being fucking controlled. All right, he's saying that at this weight, he feels like these guys are stronger. Stronger than he's used to. He said, still though, my game is working. Thank you to everybody for supporting me. There goes Usman Nurmagomedov. He fights for the PFL. Carlos Prates. Got a shirt that says I'm next. Khabib and Gary exchanging pleasantries. They're talking to Ian now. I don't know what he said. All right, Ian saying he got respect for them. Damian Maia in his corner, one of the greatest jiu-jitsu practitioners to ever grace the cage. He said he won. I ain't got no complaints. It is what it is. I didn't pull it out. Damian Maia had a lockdown. He had this road he would take to get this lockdown on you. You couldn't do shit. He'd stifle your game. If he stifled your game, you're not getting no offense off. If you eventually get off a little bit of offense, cool. That's not enough to win a fight, though. If I controlled you the rest of the fight. And I knocked you down. Ian's talking about he came up. He just had a great fight with the pound for pound fighter in the world, best fighter in the world. This motherfucker's speaking all kind of shit right now. Portuguese. What's crazy is the Portuguese with the Irish accent. He just told everybody to go fuck themselves and he'll be back. I'm going to do the same. Prates? Next for Islam? Hold on, let's make sure they don't fight in the crowd. Okay. That's a fun fight, Prates. Yeah, Islam wearing the fight on his face. Did you tune in there? You seen Cardo's shirt? The shirt says, I'm next. Joshua Van versus Pantoja. Rufi versus Saruki incoming. That's going to be a good fight. UFC 331. I'm mad at that featherweight champion or flyweight champion, Jason Van. Because he didn't even know who Mighty Mouse was when he became champ. Shout out Adrian. I love hearing fighters speak Portuguese. Something about it is a perfect language not to be able to understand, but in the context of fighting, it just works. A lot of Spanish. You could pick up a lot of it if you speak Spanish. It's all the passion in the language, facts. Damn. Broke Anderson Silva's record. He didn't do it in exciting fashion like Anderson did with spinning shit. He did, hey, it is what it is. You gotta learn how to get the fuck up. Get these Russians off of you. It is what it is. They're announcing a couple of fights. Fluffy versus Rodriguez. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Song Yadong. I'm going to pick Song Yadong in that fight. Hell yeah, that'll be a good one. Carlos got some power behind this shit. Imagine if he don't smoke no squares that week. Power he could generate. For those that don't know, Carlos Prates smoked squares at the weigh-in and shit. On his way to the cage type shit. No, I don't think he ever done it on the way to the cage. I'm talking shit. Wow. 298, does Islam take some time? When was his last fight? Let's see. Islam fight record. All right, I want to see his fight record. He's 28-1-0. Yeah, I remember he got knocked out. I think it was a fast stoppage though. He got knocked down, but UFC stats. Where the fuck is you at? Here we go. We'll go to Tapology. We'll pull up his Tapology and we'll pull up Habib. He said he definitely smoking. Vamos. Let's see. I want to see what the stats are, or what the fight record is. Not the fight record, the lineup. I want to see the lineup. Where you at, bitch? Topology right here. Boom. All right. Let's see. Khabib, 20-0. He can fight end of the year, early next year. Now you think about Justin Gaethje. When did he fight? Like a month ago? He said he's not fighting till next year. We'll see if they negotiate his ass back in. As far as Islam goes, let's see when his last fight. Yeah, you say he can fight end of the year, early next year. You say that shit. He's rich as fuck and been fighting. And has he ever pulled out for an injury? Pulled out of a fight? I don't think so. So let's see how often he fights. Maybe he need a break, man. But again, he also said, I'm not only going to break Anderson's record, I'm going to make my record unbeatable, and I'm going to go past 20. So we'll see. But let's see what these wins and let's see what this lineup looks like compared to Khabib. Mind you, Khabib got no losses. Here, I ain't never fucked with this Tapology. Let me see. He's 29-0, Khabib. Okay, here go the guys. Now let's take a look. We'll look at just his UFC fights. All right? The fights before that, whatever. Miss me with them shits. UFC fights for Khabib. All right? Where we at? UFC right here. Kamal Shalarus. He beat Kamal Shalarus. Gleison Tibau. That was Khabib's second fight in the UFC, and some people believe that Gleison won that fight. Okay? Unanimous decision, though, for Khabib. So, Gleison Tibau, Kamal Shalarus. Next fight, Thiago Tavares. Right? Abel Trujillo. These guys were all, in the middle. Pat Healy. They did him dirty over a weed test. That was stupid. Gilbert Melendez bout was canceled. I remember that. Then Khabib fought Rafael Dos Anjos. Then he was canceled against Cerrone twice. Canceled against Tony Ferguson once. A lot of cancellations on Khabib's shit. Daryl Horcher. Canceled bout against Tony Ferguson. Another one. Beat Michael Johnson. That's the one where he was talking to him in the side of the cage. Another canceled bout against Tony Ferguson. Coño, man. Jesus. Where's it at? We need it, dog. One time. All right. Another canceled bout. Boom. Beat Edson Barbosa, who retired tonight. None of these guys that he beat down here, except for Dos Anjos, ever became champions. None of them. Tony Ferguson, if we would have saw those bouts, Donald Cerrone, we'd have saw those bouts. We didn't see those. Edson Barbosa. Then he fought Ala Quinta. Remember, he was supposed to fight Max. Oh, look at this, man. How many times did this Tony Ferguson shit get canceled? He fought Ala Quinta, but he was supposed to fight somebody else that day. Ah, okay. It's the same day. He only fought Ala Quinta because the doctor didn't let Max Holloway cut any more weight. Then another cancel bout against Tony Ferguson. God damn. Then he fought Conor, beat Conor. Then he fought Dustin, beat Dustin. Then another cancel bout against Tony Ferguson. God damn. And then he beat Justin Gaethje and retired. And that's when his father died. And he was like, it's a wrap for me. I'm over with. I told my mother I'm not fighting no more. That was it, right? The only champions that he beat, Conor, Dustin, and Gaethje. Tony Ferguson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times canceled. All right. Now let's go look at Islam's record. Ian gave him a fight. Indeed, he knew he figured out how to get up from them takedowns. He can't hold up the welterweight for too long. He's champ. He can do what the fuck he want. He probably did them a favor by already fighting as many times as he did at welterweight. I'm just saying. He can if he wants to. I love how they're selling to join the Navy, and there was just a guy that put on Instagram the conditions they live in. It's all fucked up, I bet. Crazy. Shout out El Jefe on the check-in. Was close with Islam. Has Claressa Shields fought? Is that tonight? Nah. For real? Hold on, man. Fuck is going on over here? Oh shit, that is tonight. Where's Raven? Is Raven still here? Oh, they're in the ring right now. Hold the phone. Wait a motherfucking minute. All right, Claressa Shields is in the ring right now. It is round 1 with 1 minute and 10 left. Claressa Shields fighting with her hands down, winging big overhand rights and lefts. They're scrapping. They're scrapping. She's fighting a giant that looks like she don't want no part of that power. Claressa got no boxing gloves near her face. Everything down around her chest. She's planted, trying to lay shots down the pipe this time. Punches and bunches from Claressa. Old girl got OnlyFans sports bra on. OnlyFans is on the ring too. They sponsored the whole shit, man. Islam definitely a better, more complete fighter in my opinion than Khabib. Yeah, I agree. And I think his record's better. We gotta look. We're gonna test it right now. Round is done. Shout out Heifer, gonna spin back on your channel. Let me tune into that fight. I'm tuned in right now. Salutes. Hit that like button. Appreciate you. Alright, let's go back to what the fuck we was doing. Let's go to Islam shit. Alright? Go to Islam shit. Alright, we're just gonna go UFC fights. Coño, man. Beat Leo Kuntz by a rear naked choke. Got knocked out by Adriano Martin in the round 1. Cancel bout against Drew Dober. Victory against Chris Wade. Victory against Nick Lentz. Nick Lentz used to hit harder than a motherfucker. Cancel bout against Prazeres. A win over Gleason Tebow. A win over Kajan Johnson. Cancel bout to Francisco Tornado. A win over Arman Sarukian. Okay? Which Arman Sarukian is a contender right now. And this was 2019. A win over Davey Ramos. Cancel bout against Alex Hernandez. Cancel bout against Dos Anjos. Cancel bout against Dos Anjos. I don't know who pulled out of those fights. Beat Drew Dober by arm triangle. Beat Thiago Moises. Beat Dan Hooker. Cancel bout for Rafael Dos Anjos. Cancel bout to Benil Dariush. Beat Bobby King Green. Beat Charles Oliveira. Champion. Beat Alex Volkanovski. Champion. Beat Alex Volkanovski again. Cancel bout against Charles Oliveira. Beat Dustin Poirier. Beat Renato Moicano. Beat Jack Della Maddalena for the 170 belt. And beat Ian Machado Gary. It's close. All right. It's close to Khabib's career. Very close, I'd say. So let's see how much longer he goes. He got some making up to do. Shout out Velez. Who won? I fell asleep. No, mom, his way. Put him in the fucking bathroom. Yo, he was talking all of that shit about Daddy. Meanwhile, he's sleeping and shit. Oh, y'all didn't even hear the sound machine. I just hit the sound and shit. All right, hold on. I'll turn the sound back on, take these fucking headphones off.
You can see Shields trying to shoulder roll and trying to come.
Wake your
Another
ass
body
up.
shot from Shields and another one.
Oh, were you watching?
Scott
My
there.
bad.
Scott,
My bad.
there in the pocket.
I tell you what, that bump on the head of K. Scott
I don't even know what you're talking
and
about.
bigger. They were working on it in the corner after that last round, but that is going to be a real problem.
Yeah, usually bumps like that don't come from punches. They're usually by elbows. Or something sharp that hit her there, because normally a glove doesn't do that.
Close.
Or a headbutt.
Boom.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the doctor take a look at this either after this round or the next one.
But I thought the main chat is jumping right now in the Discord.
Exciting fight.
Shout out Tere, Stella Rosa, Moscato, right? Stella Rosa is hitting around here. Boom, Stella Rosa black for Zoraida, right? It's a Stella night all around. Let's get it, back to the fight. All right, they're back in the corner. Oh, shit. Thank you. That's not good. Can't do that. Boom. All right, now we back. I do want you to be able to hear this when we put Belez in the fucking bench. And he went up to welterweight, something Khabib would never, and he's bigger than Islam. You don't think he would have done it if he didn't retire? Let me ask you a question. You think if Abdulmanap was alive, you think if Abdulmanap was alive and he was okay with Khabib still fighting, you think Khabib would still be fighting? And if so, do you think he would have made them moves then? How about now? Can you hear me now? All that shit Velez was talking to Tete. All right, center of the ring, exchanging left hands. Left hook from Claressa. Claressa looks like she's sharp, man. Throwing jabs, but she's throwing them from the hip. Hands all the way down. Zero respect for Shorty, except for the fact that she's standing back. Shorty's just throwing short. All right, old girl leaned in with a left hand of her own. Trying to counter punch. All right. Raven, where you at? I hope you're watching this shit. Ooh, Claressa with rights and lefts. Punches and bunches. Big girl tried to throw an uppercut. Didn't even break Claressa's guard. She almost punched herself in the mouth. Claressa with rights and lefts. Sneaking through the guard. Boom. 1-2 straight down the pipe from Claressa. Claressa's just standing. Coiled up. Double jab from Claressa. Right hand over the top from Claressa. As much as she annoys me, I have enough respect for her to say her name thoroughly. Everybody calls her Clarissa. Oh, overhand right, left. Oh, they're going hard at the 10-second clock. I've been thugging through these rainy days, the days. I wonder if Max Holloway got a fight lined up, because that kind of shit was just a check. I'm sure you don't want to waste a training camp and shit. Papoose over there rapping in her ear and shit. Shout out to Nane. I don't think so. Khabib didn't have that killer instinct like Islam. He almost died a couple times, couldn't wait, and the Higgins still didn't move up. Yeah, he's had some bad weight cuts. That is true. See Kevin Gates in the audience, Shakur Stevenson. That makes sense. Scott is more technical, but Shields overpowering her. I don't feel like Scott is committing. I feel like she's using her technique, but she's pitter-patting. She ain't fighting through her. And she's the one that I would think she got the length and the size. Yeah, but like you said, Claressa's overpowering her. And her ass got eyes on it, but her ass ain't got no ass on it. I crack myself up sometimes, man. Well, listen, I will say this. Wasn't that Abdulmanap's plan? He said it. He said Khabib will become the champion and then Islam will become the greatest ever. That's what he said. And that was the plan. The plan was Khabib get it in, do his thing, become the champion, and then retire, and then it becomes Islam's time to shine. That is indeed what Abdulmanap's plan was, and as far as I'm concerned, old man did it. It's done. COVID don't take him out. He's there to see it. Let me stop this vote. People cheating and shit. The fight's already over. And I have, you know what I think too, 298? I think Khabib's place is taking his father's place on that mountain. He's going to pull a bunch of champions out of there. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. We just chilling at this point. Watching Claressa Shields put a knot on Scott Bars. Shout out Samsung on the check-in. Do you think one day we see Khabib do what George did? Take one of those opportunities, see a champion in a higher division that he feels like he can exploit the holes in that champion's game and say, this is the perfect time for me to come back. I can get a title shot straight away and does the GSP. Because GSP trains today like he got to fight tomorrow. Still. The man been retired. He was retired for years. He came back. He finished Michael Bisping and took a belt in a higher division. And then he left again. I don't think the UFC gives him the opportunity to do that again. They're not a fan of that one-off taking my belt shit and disappearing. They want you to fight a contract. Woo! Claressa is 1-2 down the pipe, and they are fucking trading. Oh, and you know what? I gotta put some respect on Claressa's name, because in the whole argument that we were doing about boxing and how boxers don't have the cojones to get in a mixed martial arts cage, shout out to Claressa Shields, because she did it. She did it. She ain't stay there. She did it. Scott in the corner, but she's just balled up. Throwing uppercuts at Claressa's throwing uppercuts at her from the corner. Claressa's fine just sitting there picking her shots. They're head to head. And Claressa's lighting her body up and her face, making her miss. She's the one trapped in the corner. She's putting a beating on old girl. Now, can she hold this up for the rest of the fight? This is a good fucking fight, man. Claressa breaking some shit. Shout out Yara on the check-in. She's definitely got a chin. I don't know how long it's going to hold up. And can Claressa do this for the rest of the fight if she don't go down? Claressa trying to break some shit. Look at Papoose. Happy than a motherfucker out there. But let me ask you something. Who's this? She's the main event of this fight? Boy, she got the stars out there. Floyd. I see Floyd out there. I see Keyshawn out there. Yeah, like you see those shots that Scott just tried to attempt to throw to the body, they just seem weak. It seems like she's pity-patting. It's the main event. Shout out Sam. Seems like she's just pity-patting out there. Meanwhile, Claressa's trying to break some shit. Motherfuckers got snare drums and shit. Boom, Claressa in there breaking shit again. Putazos. 1 putazo, 2 putazo, 3. Velez went back to sleep. Boy, we should put that motherfucker in a bathroom.
Put him in a fucking bathroom, Mike.
All that shit he was talking to Teddy. Listen, man. Claressa's doing whatever she wants in there. Oh, big left hand from Claressa got her on Queer Street. Overhand right, hit her again. She went down. She went into the ropes. Refs pulling her apart, giving her an 8 count. That was a knockdown. Big fucking left hand. Oh, she's looking around and shit. You looking at the wrong shit. You better look at the ref. Nah, she's done. He gonna get her the fuck out of here. Oh no, he letting her go. Boom, take that straight down the pipe, bitch. Bow, 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 bow. 30. Oh, they threw the towel. They threw 6 towels in there, man. 36 towels went in there, man. 36 towels. Towels everywhere. Wipe her the fuck up. Wipe her the fuck up. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Straight putazo mania. Straight putazo mania right there. So who's next for her, Sam? Baumgartner? Didn't she slap her the other day? Somebody got slapped. Wow. Crazy left hand. That shit was ridiculous. Sky has a mummy style, and has to set to hit back. Yeah, and then when she does hit back, it just feel like it don't got no weight on it. She said, I worked hard for that. Pap get in there. Damn, Remy and Pap over with. They should scrap. Remy just dropped a diss record against her. I gotta hear it. Clarissa has to come down and wait to fight the real competition. Well, let's get it. She need to stop bullshitting. She gotta go cut some weight. It's weight cutting season. Good shit, man. Good knockout. Boom. She tried that left hand one. Boom. The overhand right. She landed the left. Tried another one in between. Then hit her with that right. And she sat her ass down in the bushes. Boom. That left hand was crazy. Boom. 2 left hands is what it was. Oh, 3 left hands. God damn. I didn't see all of those. And then the overhand right. I only saw the last one. I was looking away. I must have been looking away. God damn. She hit her with 3 baseballs. 4 of them. They threw all the towels. Towels, t-shirts. Crazy shit. Good shit, though. Great night of fights. I had a good time. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. Even the ones that are drunk and sleep right now. Shout out Pete Never, Velez, Zoraida, 298, Adrian Torres, Tere, IB, FJ, Raven, Irish, P. Cameron. Oh no, that's Patrick. Wagwan. Salutes. El Jefe, Robert Games, Karen, Ish, Tony, Luis Garcia, Live to Live, and y'all. Salutes to y'all. Ya se acabó la botella. Salutes. You still good. See, you ain't no tenderfoot. Natere and Velez, bien tender. Bien dormido. What they say is bien demure. They're very demure. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Your boy's gonna get some food and some chill. I chilled already. This was fun. Go see what I get into. ¿Qué horas son? 12 o'clock. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, man. Tomorrow, Sunday, we'll see if I turn Chloe in. If not, she stick around. Safe travels to my Oso family. And, boom. Like right now, it's just about to turn Sunday for us, but it's like in the morning Sunday for them. So I think they're going to be on the move. The ones that are drunk and sleeping. Yeah. They fell apart, man. They lost their luster. Lotto's in the ring. Everybody in the ring. Minding everybody else's business. I appreciate y'all. Please go watch our uploads. Hit that like button. Subscribe to all our other channels. Your boy works hard. Give me the love when you can. I appreciate y'all. Let me delete all this shit. Deletion. Bow. Gone. Deletion. Bow. Gone. Alright, boom. Hold on, I'm looking on the screen. There's titties everywhere. I just turned around and it's titties. I don't know what happened. Thank you, Shy. Blessings. Have a great meal and rest. Enjoy your last moments with Chloe. I'm gonna hang out with Chloe, see if she wanna. I'm gonna go play with the cat. No pun intended. Safe travels to the Soul family, indeed. Let me get caught up on the editing, and we'll be live again. All right, y'all keep me abreast of what's going on out there, and we'll make it happen. Honey's up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all. And with that said, I will holla. Peace.